but like, I'm not there to do that really quickly because I know
Sign
how
it,
to do
check.
that really quickly. Whoop, whoop.
Ooh. Alright.
Oh, rats!
Alright, starter team it is. But yeah, I can control birds now.
I had the chance. I had your attention for a brief moment. I blew it. Forgot to give you the one other tutorial
What is it?
of making AFK text thing, but maybe some other time. Because
Pretty
presuming
self-explanatory.
you're already streaming.
Yeah, I'm streaming now.
Yeah.
But don't worry, what you're
Hi
saying.
everybody.
Oh no. Just oh look at me, look at how much money I made. Yeah, I forget most critical. I just made him look weird. Alright, oh yeah, I haven't posted like a link anywhere.
Oh, were you thinking I was gonna do that or something?
Oh no, I've got it.
Yeah, I don't mind, but I honestly didn't really think about it.
If you've seen the
I have to be careful because
usually like doing it anyway.
boom.
Sound like some fucking animals are fighting the person.
What sound happening to the left of me?
It's like it sounds like kittens are like brawling. It's like, oh, Roseanne. It's like random harmonica out of nowhere. Yeah, what is this with this random harmonica out of like nowhere?
It's part of the soundtrack.
I guess so. I guess I just never really heard it that much before. The fiddle.
Well, it's new, that's why. It came out this update, this area. It's a newer area in the
why
top
I'm just
left.
like, that's why, yeah, that's why I'm just like, what the hell's
I had to run into a freaking big ass dragon though, trying to get to this waypoint over here.
like a
So-
cutscene?
But yeah, I got attacked, and Paimon was the only one voiced right now. In English, I don't know
Oh,
if there's
this
any
is,
other
I'm
character.
just realizing where you are and what this is, and yeah, well, I
It's the
know
new area.
this is like the new area in Outland, I know that, but I'm talking about like who is up there.
Oh, Eon-san?
Like, oh, yeah, I didn't, I like, the process of just, oh yeah, you're in Outland, you're in like the one, like somewhere in that.
Alright.
I brought all the stuff over, Coach. What's next?
Let's see
Just take
if
it.
they're voiced. No, they're not. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Her next. She was voiced the last act, though, is what I don't get.
Well, I guess I'm not hearing their voice because I never heard it before. I guess I'll have to look at
Well,
videos or learn what the hell they
I have them in my older stream, they were voiced before, but now they're not. Dude, I might just have to go to fucking Japanese voiceover at this point. This is, man. Oh my god. Alright, well, wait, who's playing Lethal? Oh, you're playing Lethal. It's, I didn't realize.
What do you mean? I didn't say it was had it open still somehow.
Yeah,
Where is it saying this? In Discord?
right at Discord, yeah.
I don't have it open
Alright,
anymore.
just
I'm
take it
trying to,
easy
like,
before the real
demonstrate.
work begins. And of course, the NPCs will be voiced, though. You two are in charge of repairing the houses to the north. The rest of you should go west. The road practically crumbles beneath my feet on my way here. So the whole thing will need to be reinforced.
All right, I'll start by moving the boxes over.
Generic NPC and voice.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
These things can get pretty heavy.
Nah, I got this. These muscles aren't just
No,
for
no,
show,
I got
you know.
this. I'm not a main character.
See that? Perfectly
that?
defined.
Not
I
a
can
main
lift this stuff
character.
up with one hand.
Oh, dang people.
Fine, as long as you don't wind up too sore to move tomorrow. I don't want to hear any complaints from you.
Just prepare to be amazed.
Whoa.
And before my back sound effect.
My back.
Well, I meant to say routine joke or whatever, but
It actually
I was
happened.
kind of expecting. I was kind of expecting.
It doesn't kill you. Makes you stronger. Take him to get some rest and apply some meds. Take it easy for the next few days, alright. I don't want this getting worse and don't push yourself. You can help out once you're better.
I knew I should have trained harder.
Working out is different from real work. You gotta ease into it. Anyone still not having an assignment, Chief Motora needs our help. Steve's Paimon, what are you doing here? Just about to ask. So wait, no, she's wasting her man. Well, my tribe's in pretty good shape. All things considered, we're already done with all the repairs. I heard the feather plan was hit a lot worse, though, so I decided to come help. On the way, I ran into a caravan of merchants from my tribe and brought them along. These are my students.
So I'm just
You're
picturing
a sports
Gerald.
coach.
I'm picturing
Good
Gerald
memory.
from Hey
You're a
Arnold.
sports lover. I
Voice.
can design a training plan for you. Looks like you were in pretty good shape already. Competitive fighting, extreme sports, you could take your pick. As for you, Paimon, we might have to start you off on a balanced meal plan.
What? There's nothing wrong about Paimon's current meal plan. Like today, Paimon just had some glazed meat stew, fried shrimp bean balls, sour sauce kipper, and stuffed and mashed potatoes. That's practically nothing.
This case sounds even worse than I imagined. I know just the thing. Kale juice. I'll make you some soon.
Juice?
Great
Isn't it your favorite drink, Traveler? If Eon-san's going to make some for free, Paimon would feel terrible if you won't get to try it.
Anyway, that's enough idle talk for now. A little while earlier, the chief asked me to bring a few people to help with something. Are you two free? As you could see, due to unforeseen circumstances, I'm short a few
Of
people.
course, we're also here to help. Let's go see the chief.
Perfect, then follow me. All fighters fuel the flame. It's an interlude chapter, so nothing too major, I can only assume. Well, maybe. It is the main story, so there should be something crazy going on, potentially.
Oh, I thought this was a world quest.
Yeah, it is a world quest. Clearly.
Sarcastic, maybe.
Yeah. The soundtrack is something else, though. Holy. We made it, Chief.
You know, it's
You're here,
a little organ
Eon-san.
trip.
And you must
You're
be the
here,
traveler
Eon.
Paimon.
This is the chief of
I've
the
heard a lot
Flower
about
Feather
you.
clan.
I'm sure we'll have a much better
Chief
time
of
now
the
with your
Flower
help.
Fetish clan.
Let's see it. So we got like what? What was it?
Every NPC character, just side character. Oh, they're good.
No, I'm trying to remember all the clan names of Natlan. So you got the Children of Echoes, got the People of the Springs, the Scion of the Canopy, the Collective of Plenty, the Flower Feather clan here, and then the Masters of the Nightwind. Those are all the 6 clans in the game that I know of, anyways. So far, I have not seen the Collective of Plenty yet. Though I did see a little bit of the Masters of the Nightwind because that area is available now in this update. I guess it's the chief of this one. And he's voiced. Let's just get straight to the point. Are the people behind you warriors from your tribe? Did something bad happen to them?
So cold. Duarte.
It's 87 degrees out here. Quit your complaint.
And there's something in the water.
He's on
Oh,
the
he's
ground,
delusional.
but it
I
almost
see.
looks like he's trying to swim.
What the fuck?
The
Oh, her
abyss.
footsteps are just right
The
now.
abyss is coming. There are eyes in my hands, and hands in my stomach, and my stomach is full of teeth. It ate all of you. It's coming for me too.
But we haven't been eaten. We're right here.
Whoa. What the hell?
Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here? As you can
That's a
see,
Monster Hunter character.
their mental state is quite poor. They went missing after the battle. We found them in the wilderness in the days that followed, but the damage had already been done.
So yeah, basically after the battle, or the war against the Abyss, if you remember that whole...
Sorry, I like this guy's voice speed. What? If it's like, where's that other half of like that one other last stream where Solali was in it? like tuned out of that one. That's true.
Oh yeah, that's right. You missed like where straight up a war happened in Atlan, and like there was like plenty
Yeah, I
of
did
people
see that.
dying. Like it was so fucking. Never before have I ever felt bad for Fatui soldiers until I saw them all fucking just lying dead, and the only one still standing up alive that I assumed that they were
Yeah,
protecting
like I
was
remember
a mother
like
and a
hearing
child.
at one point, it's like, oh, actually, the Fatui is helping, kind of, but not really, because of Omoron, whatever his name is. Was
Well,
talking to them. You remember?
essentially, yeah, like it was like the captain gave orders to the soldiers to help Natlin only because,
Yeah,
well, they did help the captain years ago after the Conria disaster. So he's like at least 500 or so more years old. The captain guy or whatever. What could have caused
We
this?
found them unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumors, lying next to their deceased comrades. My only guess is that something terrible must have happened during the battle. According to the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, sudden exposure to a large amount of abyssal power can have mental as well as physical repercussions. We've never seen the effects this heightened before, but maybe Gasoithoth was just too powerful.
The soy thought? What's that?
It's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. After consulting our ancient legends, we
Deep voice
decided to call
contest.
it Gasoithoth, Reaper of
I
the
didn't hear you
Abyss.
coming. I made myself heard.
Gasoithoth, Reaper of the Abyss. Interesting. I'll just screenshot this information, just in case it becomes important later.
Oh, that giant black ball? Didn't we force it to retreat though?
True, it poses no threat to us now, but whatever wound it inflicted on these warriors still endures. We scoured all sorts of records for a solution, but nothing came of it. There was some mention of a treatment from several hundred years ago, but that knowledge is long gone.
Right! You can purify abyssal power! Might as well give it a try!
Yeah. Let's give it a shot here.
It didn't work?
That must mean purifying the abyssal power within them still isn't enough. In any case, thank you for trying.
It's so weird to see the ability that the Traveler had in like the Mondstadt chapter to just come into effect now, or come into play now.
So, what can we do now? Don't tell me my friend is just gonna be like this forever?
Come back to me, Gogeta! Please, don't leave me like this!
We beat
It's
Gasoithoth.
supposed to be a little
They
boy's
survived the battle.
I think so.
Are we really just gonna sit back and watch them lose their minds?
Of course not.
What is it, Aeon-san?
What is it?
They'll take it case by case. First of all, we shouldn't keep them cooped up in here. The environment isn't doing them any good. Let them go where they feel comfortable. And the Steebs, Paimon, and I'll talk to them.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I know you're worried, but we don't have any other solution, right? Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but we won't know until we try. Well, don't just stand there. Let them go. Send someone to follow them. But don't stick too close. We just need to keep tabs on them. Following Insan's command, the crowd disperses. Alright, it's up to us now. Let's talk to them one by one. This is a bad situation, but I know the Warriors will find a way to pull through. After all, we've overcome so many challenges already. So one more. Dude, stop! They don't sound like that. If any of
This
this,
sounds like some making up, but it sounds like in
well,
my head.
well, it's a she, but
Well, it's a hood child's voice. So
it's
instead of
like think
Gerald's
of
from Hey Arnold.
Kachina's voice, but like a little deeper, and that's it. Not by a whole lot.
Twin Ebonics, yeah. Probably.
Holy shit!
Well.
Found him. Hello, can you hear me?
So dark, so cold. I want to go home.
Okay, just wait a little longer, and we'll take you home. The caravan from my tribe should have brought some firewood. I think starting a bonfire might help. When it's dark, damp, and cold, what's better than a fire? Maybe the light and warmth will change what he sees. Wait, here while I grab some firewood. Wow. I just gotta pretend that I'm like playing a Legend of Zelda game at this point. Because as you know, for the longest time ever, Zelda was like unvoiced.
Pretty much, yeah.
Until like
Read,
Breath of the Wild and
everything.
Tears of the Kingdom.
You read like everything up until like recent Zelda games. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, but there wasn't a whole lot of dialogue, but there was some dialogue to be had.
Like
There's,
underwater. Where is it coming from?
It's working!
Is someone there? Please save me. No, wait. You have to leave this place. The water's too deep. You won't make it.
It's okay, we brought some friends. Friends from the people of the springs. They're great swimmers. We're here to save you.
No, please. Just leave me, Duarte.
Oh no, it's not working anymore!
Looks like the bonfire wasn't enough. That was the second time he mentioned the name Darte. Maybe we can start there. Let's ask Ren and see what we can learn. I'm pretty sure like the main character, or at least the female one, is like not voiced at the moment. And I wouldn't be surprised if the male one's also not voiced at the moment in Genshin.
My friend, is he any better?
We're working on it, but I wanted to ask, does the name Duarte ring any bells for you?
Duarte. Oh, yeah, I remember. Duarte was the name of Otoko's Surian companion. Otoko almost drowned as a child, and Duarte was the one who saved him. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Otoko back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end.
That means we just need to bring Duarte here.
Basketball.
You see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an Abyss invasion. He was helping evacuate injured warriors from the front lines, but fell to an ambush.
What did Duarte look like?
He was a bit on the smaller side, but other than that, he was just your average Kukasaur.
Your eyebrows
Well, hold
ugly.
on. What are you planning?
We just need to impersonate him. Based on the look on your face, I'm guessing you already have a plan. Alright, let's get to work. Oh, and thank you for the information. We'll do whatever we can to help your
No
friend.
problem. Thank you for looking out for him.
Some random guy gets like $5,000 microphone and professional like $30,000 audio booth.
I mean, at this point, what could they do? What could they do about it? It's the thing is too. It's like the same person who voices like multiple NPCs throughout the game too, for a couple of them, anyways.
I guess they're just paid barely enough, bare minimum enough, and dedicated still, and also with Paimon's voice actress as well. Paid bare minimum, but it's not enough, of course, so they do their own stuff on the side. Intermittently.
Yeah. I just need to borrow his identity. Soundtrack's like something else though.
It's not bad at all, man. I don't hate it. It's just it's harmonica at the first it goes out. It's out of pocket.
Yeah, soundtrack's like kind of nice with the flower feather playing here.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I never haven't said anything negative at all. Just didn't expect it at first. Harmonica and stuff at first. It's funny as
Oh, look at that fucking thing in the sky. Oh, Jesus Christ, I did not see that until now. Holy shit. That is like probably the highest point in the game.
Abyss looking sculpture structure over there.
Looking at it, it more or less reminds me of Tower of the Gods from Wind Waker.
I guess I can see that.
I'm not sure if you
vaguely remember seeing.
Not sure if you remember the Tower of the Gods, like that giant ass tower you have to go up eventually. It's in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah. That's like where it's like the very, very tail end of the game. Yeah. It's
Well,
vaguely
midway
remember.
point is when you first enter it. towards the end of the game, you do go underneath the ocean in front of it to get to Hyrule
mostly,
Castle.
Like, you have to kind of go in it, kind of, sort of, to like.
Well, you
do
definitely do.
some in-game
But,
stuff.
How are you feeling?
like towards the end of the game, you don't go at all, but midpoint you do to like fight this one boss, and then you get access to go to Hyrule that's under the ocean.
Yeah.
But then you have like another whole thing of the game to go.
Duarte?
Step forward. So that's a Kukusor.
How,
That's what these are.
how did you get here? Are you here to save me?
It's working!
What now?
Don't talk.
Tap his head with your claw.
Give him a basketball.
Tap his head with your claw. Wait, not so hard.
That hurt. Duarte, you have to get out of here. There's something in the water.
Just cuts to like his eye, like falling out of his fucking.
Push him lightly from behind.
You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time. Over a decade later, and you're still trying to save me. I can't believe you made it this deep underwater, but I'm so glad you found me. Once we're out of here, let's split a huge portion of blazed meat stew. Just like old times. I owe you for this. We're almost at the surface. People tried to tell me you were dead, you know. As if I'd let that happen. I promised to protect you. There's no way. No way. No. Wait. I failed.
Slam him hard. What the? There's no other option. Just like, yeah. Oh my.
Fuck him up.
Duarte? Wait. You're not Duarte. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Well, it is interesting to see the MC actually taking possession of
Toko!
one of the Saurians of Dalen in the
Miss
cutscene.
Kaylee. What's going on? All I remember is the battle against the Abyss, and then I was drowning. And a Saurian that looked like Duarte saved me. How did I get here?
Explain the situation to Toko.
You went through all that for me? While all I did was cause trouble for everyone? I'm so sorry.
None of this is your fault. Maybe it's not my place to say this, but go easy on yourself. You deserve to move past what happened here and what happened to Duarte.
Thank you.
Pass. Get a basketball.
I appreciate that.
What? What do you mean basketball?
I'm stereotyping.
Oh my god. Scully, we'll leave him to you. Whoa.
You're that.
It's like a pig, like noise
Is-
playing when
is
you're
the-
gliding.
It was like the Kukusor that was probably taking possession of that was disappearing.
This is descending.
Rare.
It's like a pig screaming.
Yeah. I guess this is the kind of stories that they have in their tribe. There's also a little one.
You gotta learn from the cuckoo stores if you want to fly high like they do.
If you want to fly high,
There's this person.
It's coming for me. It's gonna eat me.
It's okay, there's nothing to fear. Kasoitha has lost. Nothing can hurt you anymore.
It's no use. It'll just come back. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop the abyss. It will devour everyone. One day, we'll all be reunited in the pit of its stomach.
Maybe it's just Paimon, but she seems to be in even worse shape than a Toko. She can talk to us, but nothing she says makes any sense. She also seems really afraid.
Afraid is right. I wonder what triggered it, the battle against the Abyss, or maybe like a Toko, it's some Deep-rooted fear, and the abyss just made it worse. Alright, just like before, let's go see what we can learn about her past.
Ion-san, I heard you cured Otoko? I'm so relieved. Is there anything I can do to help? If you need extra hands, I can...
Chief Mototo, perfect timing. I was just looking for you. I wanted to ask you some questions. Explain what you did to cure Otoko as you take Chief
I think you're
Mototo
onto something.
to
The mental
to
distress
somewhere.
does seem to be connected to pre-existing fears and anxieties. Kochita doesn't like it when
Pre-existing
people
fears and
talk about her
anxiety.
past. But the situation is urgent. So, I guess I'll be the bad guy. Ion-san, do you believe there are people in this world destined for battle?
It will be Billy.
Yes, I get that feeling sometimes when I'm instructing a particularly gifted student. It's something like, wow, you were born to play this
Then,
sport.
what about people destined to be unfit for battle?
What do you
When
mean?
Kochita was little, her parents died fighting the Abyss. She was only 11 or 12 at the time. And her brother, even younger still. The two saw their parents collapse in a pool of blood as flames roared and spread all around them. Kochita trained hard to become a warrior, but still found fighting Abyss monsters too difficult to handle. She and her brother were left with severe trauma after the incident. Pain and fear that they could not get over no matter what.
But isn't Kochita one of the warriors who fought the Abyss? Didn't you find her unconscious out on the field?
Yes, we did. You see, something changed within her several years ago when the Abyss attacked our tribe and broke into her home. By the time the guards rushed to the scene, they found her standing there, weapon outstretched, hands trembling. Her brother huddling behind her for safety, and the Abyss monster dead at her feet. She didn't even look at it, and just kept repeating the same thing over and over. You're the only family I have left. I won't let anything happen to you. She became a completely different person
I
after
won't
that.
let anything happen to
She
you.
earned a reputation as a very capable warrior and fought countless battles against the Abyss. We all thought she overcame the trauma, and we were so happy for her. But now it seems like even if she buried it deep within herself, the fear still never left her.
Maybe fighting the Abyss was her way of making sure she couldn't lose anyone else. Maybe the thought of experiencing that pain again scared her more than the Abyss. On the outside, her choice to fight made her seem strong, but she never forgot the trauma of that night. The Abyss just brought it back to the
How
surface.
can we help her?
This one is tricky. If we can find the right opportunity, then
To go back
Quali-
out on the court. Play basketball. Hey,
Quali, what are you doing with that weapon?
Show
I
me
kill
the
you?
monster that hurt you.
stab
I'll make it pay. I'm going to protect you this time.
Calm down, Quali. That monster is already...
I can do it. I don't care what it takes. I just
that's
want
the
her to
child
get better.
voiced by a
She's the
38-year-old
only
woman
family I have
from
left.
Nevada.
Family?
hold on.
Awesome.
Shipmentota looks like Kochita's responding to his
If
words.
Quali goes to battle, the Abyss will devour him. I can't let that happen. I have to do something, but it's useless. No one can beat the Abyss. It's a death sentence. Just like what happened to Mom and Dad.
The Abyss isn't indestructible.
But I'm no warrior. I'm just a coward. Still, I have to protect Quali. What should I do?
Kochita.
I think you just need to fight it one more time.
Fight it? One more time?
Good idea. Her fear of the Abyss runs deep, but she still has the will to fight. She just needs to defeat Abyss monster by herself, and we can prove to her that the Abyss isn't indestructible, just like you said. I think it's worth a try, plus with us around we can make sure she won't get hurt, although that also means finding an Abyss
Try
monster.
checking the mountains to the north. A few fled in that direction after the battle. I dispatched a team to clear them out, so most of them should be gone. But there might still be a few stragglers.
Right, then let's go right now. Kuchida, think you can make it?
There's no turning back. I have to face it. Even if it will devour me whole.
I'm coming too. I'm not letting my sister face this alone. Not anymore.
Alright then, stick close. Let's go. Damn. You can just willingly find like your everyday like mob that I'd fight for like materials or something. It's like a chest there.
Better get that chest.
Dude. I swear to God. It's...
You have to be the one to get that chest. Bring forth the piece of land. This stuff. But that character is like the war-torn body of a... You got like Mike Tyson, like the face of like a guy in his early 20s.
Quite the find.
The guy who also is, his voice is alright, but it's like...
Well,
it's gone pretty hard
Matuto,
in for that role.
the freaking
That guy,
chief of
I
the
forget his name.
Flower
Yeah,
Feather
the
clan.
Yep, flower power.
The Flower Power.
Like I remember retaining it. It's just like yeah,
Alright,
I'm having
let's see.
comedy mode, retaining memory of details.
Probably go ahead and do this just so I can be signed into the chat, because I don't know if the chat shows up.
Chat shows up. You can have the chat show up. You just have to be signed in to the adjacent account you're streaming through on Google. You have to sign in. Yeah.
Go there.
Probably have to re-sign in. Yeah, Mutata is also like a locally stream device. Doing the same. Oh my god, I'm really far behind. It doesn't really matter though.
Actually, before I go do that, there's another chest over there. I might as well grab it too. For world completion. Cat's like popping up.
Come a little closer.
There's my cat hair all over my pop filter in my mouth. That's right. If I pet you, then there's stuff in my hands, and then it falls off on my microphone pop filter, then it falls into my food, and I'm eating it.
Oh my god.
Quite the
Sometimes
find.
not, but not always. But it's annoying when it does happen.
Alright. Here we go. Should probably grab that waypoint too while I'm at it.
But speaking of confectionery, so there.
Careful now. Might be more simpler to do this. Found him. Let's get started. It's just all NPCs and Paimon voice, it seems. Everything alright, Kuchita? You don't have to force yourself to do this. How can we make this easier for her? I guess we could wear them down first, but I think it's better to stay on guard for now. We should wait for the right moment to intervene.
You who killed them!
Uh-oh.
As a kid, I thought my parents were invincible. They were always so strong and gentle. They seemed like the most powerful people in the world, but I can still see the image of them collapsed at my feet that night. The raging fire, the smoke, the smell of blood, the sound of my brother's cries. It's all burned into my brain. They told me to run, and I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since. But why didn't my parents run? It must have been because...
You can do it!
Because of our family. When you have someone to protect, there's no backing down. No matter what.
Stay away from my... Let's help her out!
Dodge this!
I can do this. I have to do this. Go away!
Don't be such a brute.
Where are the rest? Where are they hiding?
You defeated them. That last strike was absolute perfection. You pulverized them in a single hit.
That's impossible. They were gigantic beasts crawling with eyes, ready to devour everything in sight. No. Wait. What am I saying? Abyss monsters are not actually that scary. I've defeated them before. I know I have.
She's back to normal!
Kuchita!
What just happened?
Explain the situation to Kuchita.
That is quite embarrassing. Sorry about that. I've always envied warriors who don't get scared or feel lost. It really felt like I was getting stronger over the years. But in the end, maybe I never made any progress at all.
It's important to listen to your limits. Just like in training, pushing too hard will only hurt you in the long run. Everyone needs time to rest. Besides, I have a feeling you won't have to face those fears alone
Even
anymore.
though we're both scared of monsters, you were always the one who stepped up to protect me.
But not
I'm
anymore.
going to get stronger. From now on, we're in this together.
Is that so? Then I'll look forward to the day when you'll be all big and formidable. I finally feel like myself again. I couldn't have done it without you all. Thank you for everything. I think I'll rest here for a bit. I don't think I can make it back to the tribe just yet.
I'll keep you company.
Alright, then we'll head back. I made sure to check the surrounding area for monsters, and it's all clear, so take your time. Sometimes our fears never truly leave us, but tomorrow's a new day. As long as you keep moving forward, there will be better days to come. Alright, and there's still that one big guy that's like lost his mind as well, I believe. Oops.
Atoko's all better. Did you hear?
Really?
Yes, really. It's all thanks to the Traveler and Ion-san.
Nice.
I see. I was wondering why the Traveler was chosen to accompany the Pyro Archon in the final battle. But I guess she really can do the impossible.
Damn. Reputation of Lumine goes up.
So all those rumors about the Traveler really are true.
Kuchita's getting better too.
Holy.
Koichi, give me a hand for a sec. Huh? Right. Koichi's not... She's not here anymore.
Oh. I know who he's talking about. It's Chaska's sister. Who, unfortunately, died in the last act. That's 2 people down. You're an amazing problem solver. Probably a well-honed skill from all your travels, right? You really know how to give people hope. Ever since you came to Nalon, I've been feeling a lot better about our chances of winning this war. You helped a lot, too.
Yeah, honestly, Paimon was at a complete loss when she saw so many sick people on the hot air balloon platform. We only found a solution this time because you kept her cool and took control of the situation. You deserve most of the credit.
Well, who am I to turn down such a nice compliment? Most people say the first step is the hardest, but it's not actually all that hard. Exaggerating the difficulty in your own head is where the fear comes in. I'll never get it, might as well not try. I hear that kind of talk all the time, but if you break your goal into smaller parts, the first steps might actually turn out to be the easiest.
Oh, you're right. That makes a lot of sense.
Just like when I told you to eat less meat and drink more kale juice. You probably heard that and thought, I can never eat meat again. I have to drink kale juice for every meal. I'll practically starve. That's why Paimon was so against it. I probably feel the same way. In reality, all it takes is to start is eating 2 fewer servings of blaze meat stew and adding some kale juice for nutrition. That's it. It's not about making drastic changes all at once. Yeah.
That sounds like something Paimon could do, but would that really change anything?
Consistency is key. You can't accomplish your goals in one fell swoop. You have to eat away at them little by little. My ancient name means power. Did you know that? So everyone thought I would grow up to be this tall, burly, muscular warrior. But that's not what happened. A lot of people were confused and disappointed. My fellow warriors couldn't understand why I inherited that name over them. At first, I also felt lost. It was only later that I realized true strength. Basically, it boils down to problem solving. Physical strength is just a means to an end, like everything else. So I began to break problems down into smaller parts. When facing an impossible situation, you just need to act. And if you fail, so what? That's just life. Anyway, that's what I've learned over the years. Maybe it'll come in handy for you someday. Alright, thank you for the advice.
Well, when you put it that way, Paimon's almost encouraged to start drinking kale juice tomorrow. No, today. Paimon will start today. You're amazing, Ann-san. You really make Paimon feel like she can do the impossible. Maybe your true strength is giving other people strength.
I don't deserve that much credit. Yeah, you already have that strength within you. I'm sure you faced more obstacles than I can imagine during your travels, but you never gave up. That proves it. I bet I could learn a thing or two from you.
Yan-san, bad news. Occult Land is out of control.
Stay calm. I'll be right there. Looks like the time for a conversation is over. Come on, let's go see him. Is he like attacking people now? He's like, alright, that's it. Everyone's abyss monsters. Oh my god.
What are you doing, Occult Land? Wake up!
Don't you recognize us, my boy?
The abyss monsters are everywhere. Everywhere. They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. The warrior only has one job. Fight until the very end. Careful! He's not himself! Occult Land!
Get back. I don't think he can hear us right now. We need to get him under control. Let's go. Oh, they're attacking him.
Surrendering.
Dodge the ball. He thinks we're a bad monster? Hey, it's okay. We're not the bad guys.
Come off! Wretched abyss! Get out of my tribe!
Wow.
Mom, Dad, are gone. This is my final battle.
Rock's gonna be
Please,
there in the cutscene.
son, you've got to stop. You can't keep going like this. Wretched monsters. Give me my family back.
Look, Uncle Lan! That's your father! He's standing right in front of you!
Get out of my home. I'll never forgive you.
Oh, that the Rock's still there. Watch out. Whoa.
Are you alright, sir?
It's kind of a cool screenshot there, or whatever that was.
fine.
Too bad I didn't screenshot it though.
Please, don't hurt my son. He's just trying to protect his home.
We'll figure something out. Got him.
But what should we do now? He's different from the other two. It's like he can't hear us at all. He keeps calling us monsters. We're basically enemies to him now.
And he sure knows how to fight.
Oh, Coatlan.
He has a fighting spirit, that's for sure, but we can't keep him unconscious forever. I need to think.
Abyssal corrosion syndrome.
Abyssal. Oh.
500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Abyssal corrosion syndrome.
Huh? That voice.
Damn, so it's been around for that long, huh? Yep, that's something on himself. So, you've seen this illness before.
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible mental trauma in most people. The exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations and maintain the capacity to perceive the outside world. In such cases, verbal and physical interaction can be used to break through the hallucination. However, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep, that medical intervention is the only option. That's why we developed the Drought of Lucidity.
The draft of lucidity?
It's a kind of medicine that can dispel the psychological impact of the abyss. The treatment comes with severe side effects, including chronic migraines for the rest of the patient's life. So, it's reserved for the worst cases. This man is a devoted warrior, one not easily swayed from battle. That is precisely why it's so difficult to pull him out of this hallucination. If you trust me to be true to my word, give him this.
What's it? Oh, oh my.
Wretched monsters. Setting up an ambush. Give me your worst. It's either your end or mine.
Hurry! He's awake!
Please, give him the draft. My son thinks he's alone in this world. In his mind, all his family and comrades are gone, and only enemies remain. There's nothing more painful for a warrior than losing everything you fought so hard to protect.
The father's request, son accepts the draw from the captain. Quill gives to Cottonline.
Monsters! What's going on? Dad? What are you doing here? My head hurts. I just had the strangest dream. I dreamt the Abyss took over the tribe. It's all right, my boy. It was just a nightmare. Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank you for saving my son. May I ask your name?
Just Capitano is fine.
Oh, he almost said his actual name. All we know is it starts with TH. I would say maybe like the captain, but just Capitano.
I owe you more than words can say, Mr. Capitano. My name is Mune. You're welcome in my home anytime. Time to go, son. Can you stand?
I'll help you carry him back, so let's meet up later. After the war, Kratos versus the captain hands a few more doses of medicine to the guards so that the remaining warriors
Thank goodness everything turned out all right.
something.
Think nothing of it. I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is merely a part of that duty. Besides, I care deeply about this land.
Right! When we were with Moika, you told us you and your soldiers defended Natlan against the Abyss 500 years ago.
That's right. My desire to protect this nation remains unchanged. When my platoon arrived in Natlan 500 years ago, like you, we were true outlanders. But as time passed, I encountered the people of this land and witnessed their desperate struggle against the Abyss. Though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle, willing to do anything to protect their fellow citizens. Oftentimes, with complete disregard for their own survival. Just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a common enemy, so I decided to offer my aid. We fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after
Well, at least he's voiced, though.
I never forgot this land. Even now, my work in Natlan remains unfinished.
Ellen hasn't forgotten you either.
They remember who I used to be. The Sentinel Knight, who fought with the Masters of the Nightwind. Still, I prefer to leave all that in the past. That name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natlan. Yet, I failed to bring my soldiers home. And I failed to help Natlan defeat the Abyss.
But that's not your fault. The Abyss is way stronger than any of us imagined.
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will continue to help Natlan in my own way.
Like, with the draft of lucidity? Who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor before?
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted second-in-command. We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless battles against the Abyss triggered delusions among the soldiers, to the point where some attempted to kill each other. In order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. Passed away shortly after the drought was complete. That's who he was. Unrelenting in his pursuits. No matter the cost,
Drought is
no matter the
complete.
sacrifice.
Pursuits, no matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice.
Even gave himself up for a chance of success. I'm sure he would be pleased his creation.
I mean, he's voiced,
even
but
now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this
I
land.
just don't know what the
I
fuck's going on.
sincerely hope this war will end soon.
he basically gave like a medicine to like the last guy who was like fucking delusional. That was like straight up trying to attack like even his own father. I was like, oh yeah, here's this like concoction made from like 500 years ago.
Looks like back and forth, the apology, yap session with an unvoiced wonder that was voiced before. Small black child. Loves basketball so much. And teaching it too, especially.
Well, yeah, the captain's voiced here though. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. Oh, that sounds rather familiar.
Stop worrying about
Hitlers.
other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. That must be why I've returned.
You just need to win.
For this moment.
This moment.
Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
It was Guthred, wasn't it?
You're more perceptive than I imagined. However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working together, but our goals are not entirely aligned.
What's with the secrets
Maybe
all of a sudden?
working
I'm
together,
starting to think we
we're
should be more
not
careful
passing
around
go.
here.
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself, because it's a personal matter. All I can tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis, but the souls of this land are still not at peace, and that is why my work is not yet done.
Well, if it's personal, then we'll just have to trust you.
If you have other questions, I'm willing to answer them.
Wait, like anything? Hana wants to know how you eat with the mask. Anything you want to ask, Traveler?
What the? This is what they want to know.
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mawika's death can clear the debt. Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone.
The captain knows something about the ruler of death. I might not get this opportunity again. I should ask him.
In the garden cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, the gardener intervenes to inhibit their growth. I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people. If that explanation is too difficult to understand, allow me to show you exactly what I mean.
Wait.
Show you exactly what I mean.
The curse of immortality.
The ruler of death can freely define the form of death, or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level
Of course,
of
they
power,
like, don't show
can
you
feel
because there probably
hopeless to
isn't fucking
resist.
anything modeled
But
there.
I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable, and no rule unbreakable. So, before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
Steve's and Pie.
Hey, Steve.
Sorry, I hope I didn't interrupt anything. After helping Akala get back home, I went on a small walk and happened to run into a messenger from the Seance of the Canopy. He's been looking for you everywhere. Apparently, Shalonen's ready to start forging her ancient name. She needs to check the progress of the Pilgrim's Chronicle, that device she gave you before. She invited a bunch of people to be there, including me, so let's head to the stadium once you're dead.
This is a critical time for you, traveler. It's best not to delay, so let us end our conversation for now. Best of luck to you all. Goodbye.
My head's not modeled in.
Imagine if they like kill him off and then in the final moment they show his face.
They're probably not going to show it because they're probably too lazy to model a face and head for him. That's my best guess. Is why they're not. They're showing it kind of, but not really.
Well, maybe not modeled,
but you didn't.
Maybe not modeled, but like maybe like something via like those screenshot like cutscenes that you see where it's like animated, like styled the same way, like those frozen screenshots that Honkai Impact does.
That would be a way to circumvent that. Yeah, if that was the case of my theory of why they didn't show it right now.
We're a mysterious guy. Still, he doesn't seem quite as intimidating as before. We're basically comrades now, right? Anyway, let's head to the stadium. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
So in the end,
Yeah.
the captain still hasn't told us his real
Yeah, he
goal.
really wants to watch baseball. I keep thinking that while
Time on
he's
someone we met recently.
male.
Oh, right, the Lord
Actually, it doesn't matter.
I believe he sounds female.
Tired, you know?
That's fine.
Since they've both been alive for many centuries, do you think that's just what happens when you've been alive for too long?
Look, what are you doing a voice line there? It still applies because it's high pitched, kind of. Not really.
Well, her voice wasn't that quite high pitched from what I remember hearing.
That's the baritone female voice. Interesting.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like a normal female voice, somewhat. To be honest,
kinda
not
funny.
quite as high. All right, let's see who's not voiced.
I was hearing that earlier when I was watching some random VTuber for like a second.
Should
see
took
if-
your sweet time.
Yeah, they're not voiced.
Shit, scoundrels, how dare you keep the
probably
almighty
for the
Dragon
best.
Lord Kahu'ahao awaiting.
This character.
Kneel before us and apologize, so we'll. Yeah.
Character not being voiced is probably for the best, at least.
Don't listen to him. We just got here too.
Kachina, Mualani? Woo, everyone's here!
Who else is not voiced?
Reunited at last. Did you miss us? I brought candy and cookies to share.
Hey!
Your voice, they're voiced now, but fucking
You know-
Black Lolly isn't voiced. That's how we.
You know, it makes me wonder if it is. It makes me wonder if it's probably because Kachina's voice actor like did sustain an injury not too long after the release of Natlin. Supposedly, like they fell off a ladder or some shit.
6-week vertebrae fracture is now fixed.
I don't know what it was. You'd have to look it up. Unfortunately, that might source you back to Twitter or something. Though, I'm trying to look into it.
I'm just guessing. Yeah.
I brought candy and cookies to share, but hey.
Ooh, you brought Source crackers too? Sure!
Ah, just in time, traveler. It's so stifling in here.
What the
I was just about got to go outside to get some air.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
Pretty smooth.
To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to show up. A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan.
Why do you need them here?
I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. That will help the formation of your ancient name. Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Yeah, let me take a look.
Yeah. Let me take a
The
look.
progress looks good.
Okay, the
They have enough
progress looks
people.
good.
So let's get started.
What? Oh, and she's also voiced too.
Shaska showing up late for something? That's a first.
The very character that's out
I had
right
to
now.
follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe.
Yes. More on 34 father.
Steve deserves most of the credit. Yeah, it's like weird. The
This is
one.
oppressive to black people. How could they do this?
No. Oh god, dude, I can only imagine right now. They think that Hoyoverse it's like so weird because yeah, the last act I'm pretty sure they were voiced. I think, though I could be wrong. I'd have to look back. So there was like a moment where they were around.
Yeah, I never heard their voice, so I'd have to like look into it.
You would have to look all the way back to Act 1 or Act 2 when that was first released. That's all I'll say.
That's what I mean. I'll be able to find it. It won't be hard, I'm sure.
Deserves most of the credit. Plus, if it weren't for your help during the battle, the Collective of Plenty would have suffered a lot more. We had the manpower to spare, so it's only right we return the favor. We're just doing our part.
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. Everyone's here, so let's get started. All right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the Traveler. Your words will be recorded and become a part of the Traveler's ancient name. Any, questions?
Nope.
All right, then, to start things off...
Hold on.
I'm just surprised Kachina's voiced again. Like, wow. So it makes me wonder if the older part where she wasn't voiced is now voiced. Of, like, the last act. Last two acts, anyways. My guess is, like, she was, like, injured, though, because I remember she... Oh, yeah? Your account?
Oh, right. I almost forgot.
Unless you haven't done it yet, then you're the
Traveler, Paimon, you, can't be here for this part.
Uh-oh.
But why? We want to hear what everyone has to say.
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question isn't involved. It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People get shy in those situations. It's just how it is.
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough lore to pay for her meal, but she's too embarrassed to tell the Traveler, so she has to make up some excuse.
Paimon, I don't think that's the same.
So basically, you want us to leave the Pilgrim's Chronicle here and wait nearby?
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't take long.
Wowie.
Everything Shilonen said makes sense, but did you see Lolly's reaction back there? She was definitely the one who decided we should leave.
Oh, yeah. See Lolly. You're like, yep, nope. But hold on, give me a second, though. Be right back.
Cheesy breath.
This piece of chicken is looks so weird. It tastes okay. But here so far tonight, we have witnessed the pilgrims visiting and coming off the Mayflower. It's been quite exciting. Yeah. Been kind of crazy.
Know what they say.
Gotta make sure the pilgrims are well appreciated and coming off the Mayflower.
But staying out here is just making Paimon even more curious about what everyone's gonna say. Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, that's so exciting! Feels like we've been in Natlan for quite a while already, doesn't it?
We've been traveling together for even longer.
You're right! If only Paimon could say a few things about you and them.
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side the longest, Paimon. We need to hear what you have to say.
But Paimon's not from Natlan.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a Traveler's companion, your contributions are extremely important. You're the perfect person to finish the story. Sorry, Traveler. I just need to borrow Paimon for a second. It should be quick.
Sure, it's quite a lot of time seems to pass.
Busy playing Angry Birds pirated on my phone.
That took longer than expected.
Paimon gave us a lot, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Night managed to get all of it.
Annoying hassle.
Nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge the name, but you can continue your adventures in the meantime. And when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you, Moeka, and Natlan as a whole can finally put an end to this endless war.
Fires feel the flame. It's completed. Is there anything else? Is that my imp?
I'll need the Pilgrim's Chronicle back when I'm ready to forge the name. If there are still adventures you want to record, better finish them before then. I hope everything will go well. I swear, even I'm starting to feel nervous now.
I just hope everything won't go well. I was like, well.
Yeah, dude. Fuck with me.
Wait, how many pizzas will I get?
How many pizzas will I get? Oh shit!
That's what it sounds like when you actually say.
I don't know.
How many pizzas will I get? I don't know.
level this thing up, and still Chaska's character story quest technically.
And that was the news story.
I guess so. Let me check. Archon stories. Yep, that was it. So I guess all there is these Chronicles quests that will lead up to Chaska's character story quest.
I guess he did say it's like basically meant to be just like an interlude thing. So I guess it wasn't going to be anything too crazy.
Yeah, it falls in the same category as like when you first meet Dainsleif, if you remember that whole spiel. How that took place in between the chapters.
Remember, to some extent.
I collect that, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, all there is like this Chronicles thing or whatever that will most likely lead.
Story 2.
Oh shit. Masters of the Nightwind. So it's probably gonna put me, yeah. I did start this a little bit, kind of. It was like that one Saurian, just looking at them, and then like both Lemine and Paimon got like teleported to this place with a bigger Saurian looking at them. It was weird. And whatever that thing was ran all the way over here.
Oh, the door opened all by itself. Taking that as a yes? Aw, they told me so earlier. It's really here.
That's the one who summoned us.
Who summoned us.
Yeah, after that little one ran off, leading to most likely here. What's it got to say to us? There's so many in here. What the hell? It's like a big owl.
Okay. Probably doesn't understand what we're saying. Doesn't look like any cogs are turning in there. Whoops, sorry. No offense intended.
You there! You dare disrespect our elder?
Damn!
Oh, you mean... Oh, I see. Sorry, my mistake. Apparently you are here by invitation. In which case, it's my job to make you feel...
You could just understand that thing? What the...
Introductions are in order. I am Koholum, one of the priests of our tribe.
One of the priests.
And this is our Iktomisor elder, the great Tlapokpok Tatel, a living totem among the masters of the Nightwind.
Dude, what a... Come again?
The great
Iktomisor elder, the great Tlapokpok Tatel.
Oh, dude, what a name.
The Plotsotro Speed Petal.
I'll just call him the Great Ektomsor. Just to make it simple.
The Great Paparazzi. That's his name.
We usually go with Elder Tlapo for short.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Welcome to do the same.
We were invited here in a very unusual way.
I assume you're referring to our elder's special ability. Elder Tlapo has been alive for many centuries and harbors secrets that even we priests are at a loss to explain. So your reaction is entirely natural. But one thing I can say for sure is that Elder Tlapo has appointed the two of you to an extremely important task. For this reason, I would like to ask you to undergo a test.
What sort of task? And what kind of test?
If it's all right with you, I'll take you to see our chief. He's in a much better position to answer your questions.
Okay, sure.
Very well. Then please follow me.
So we're just like, we're gonna go take a test out of nowhere
You can use
after
this
being led
scroll
here.
to go directly to the obsidian altar, where
This
the
is part
chief
of
is.
Chaska's shit, I'm guessing.
I think so. I had to do like this and then a part 2 of the Chronicles, and then the third part is when then I could finally do it. Which is behind like the reputation stuff, kind of.
Don't worry, it's just one of the many mystical abilities of our tribe.
So there's like a portal, basically.
Portal.
Alright, let's touch it. Tripping balls. Sacrificial altar, what?
Sacrificial ball, these basics.
There's ghosts here, I can see them. I'm joking, I don't even know what those are. It's the Obsidian Altar, so that's where it is. It's like here. So, see, I heard that the Masters of Nightwinds were capable of stuff like this, but this looks so weird, though.
What was that just now?
One of the routine duties of a priest. We attempt to contact the spirits of our ancestors to seek epiphanies and revelations. The chief is just over there. Please, wait here while I have a word with him. I'll just be a moment.
Well, the Masters of the Nightwind are definitely living up to their reputation as the mysterious ones.
All right, I've told the chief why we're here, and now you may speak with him. Right this way.
Kind of surprised Kachina, though, was voiced.
You two are the appointed ones. I am Chief Biram. Welcome, and thank you for your patience.
So you're the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind.
So tall.
Unusually so. Yes, I am aware, but I assure you, it's no cause for alarm.
So why does it show his title in his name, though?
Paimon just reacted without thinking.
What's this about us being appointed?
Yes. Kaholam told me about that. As outsiders to our tribe, this is probably the first you've heard of such appointments. I'm sure the whole thing seems very confusing. Throughout our history, only members of the Masters of the Nightwind have been appointed to undertake these tasks. This is the first time an outsider has ever been chosen.
Really?
Allow me to explain. Our tribe has an old tradition of recording history in the form of woven scrolls. And not just our own history. We record the legends and heroic feats of all other tribes as well. It is a tradition we have observed for many centuries. We treat it as a solemn duty. However, when a major event occurs that affects all of Natlan, we record it on a different kind of scroll, used for this exact purpose. And these scrolls can only be woven by someone of the Iktomisor Elders' choosing. When the Iktomisor Elder senses a major change in the ley lines, it will issue a formal declaration to appoint a creator for this scroll.
Whoa, so you mean...
Elder Talapo sensed a ley line change quite some time ago, but had not yet designated the scroll weavers until you arrived.
Okay, but just so you're aware, we don't know the first thing about weaving scrolls.
As a matter of fact, that does not surprise me at all.
How come?
In the 200 years that Elder Talapo has held this position, none of the appointed ones have ever been experienced scroll weavers.
Does that mean 200 years of major historical events have gone unrecorded?
No. They all submitted scrolls in time, yet each of them claimed it was not their own work, but a gift from the spirits.
Man, this tribe gets more mysterious by the second.
Yes, well, that is the part that troubles me. The notion that we have to rely on esoteric things like gifts from the spirits to record historical events of such great importance. It is unsettling.
Huh. That's pretty surprising to hear, coming from the chief of this tribe.
I can imagine. You probably see the Masters of the Nightwind as a people shrouded in mystery, who pride ourselves on our arcane practices. But I am something of an exception. I may be the chief, but when it comes to our traditions, I'm in fact a proponent of change and reform. I have dedicated my energies to deciphering the many mysteries of our tribe. In doing so, I hope to establish clearer rules that will help sustain our traditions in the future.
Wow, that sounds great! So have you figured out the mystery of the gift from the spirits?
Sadly not. It is something I've been investigating for a long time. But I have yet to uncover what this gift truly refers to. Only a small handful of events over the years have been recorded on these special scrolls, with decades between each one. And by the time the next scroll weaver is appointed, my time as chief will be long gone. I will not be in a position to investigate as thoroughly.
So...
While I haven't gotten to the bottom of the matter, I have made some progress. But the only way I can develop my theories further is with the cooperation of the Appointed Ones.
Put us through the fitness gram pacer test.
That's why you want to put us through this test.
Precisely. It's nothing to be worried about. Simply a means of
It's like
validating
multi-
my current hypothesis. It shouldn't take you long, nor will it put you in any danger.
Oh, does it involve? What does it involve exactly?
I can explain everything in detail when we get to the site of the test. But first, please wait a moment while I change out of the soul-shielding cloak. This garb is one of our important cultural relics, handed down by generations of chiefs. It is only to be worn when conducting certain ceremonies.
Oh.
Just carefully hands it to a priest for safety.
Please, follow me.
The hat stays on during sex.
What the?
Do you see this scroll? If you touch it, you will enter a hidden space. Today's test is, quite simply, to find a way to escape that space.
That's it?
I assure you, it's not as easy as it sounds. If you cannot find your own way out, I will of course intervene to bring you back here. But then, we will be no closer to solving this mystery.
We'll give it a try.
Good. Simply touch the scroll to begin the test.
Alright, what's it gonna consist? Oh shit. Enemies just come out of nowhere. In the set it would be safe. Oh, my right side of my headphones dying. Oh shit.
Whoa, we really did get teleported.
But where's the way out?
It seems like this
We
place
gotta
is
figure that out.
completely sealed off. Doesn't look like there's an exit anywhere. Let's take a look around and see what we can find.
Yeah. Headphones, it's been in the wires, like kind of fucked. So I'm surprised it's starting to give out on the right side. Who's that? Kind of reminds me of the one person from Frieren, but not really. Whatever it means, it must be significant. Oh yeah, and I guess Genshin's out on Xbox nowadays. This update.
After like nearly 5 years now.
Well, 4+ years. The anniversary didn't happen too long ago. It was in September, so 4+, I guess, would be
A little over. Oh, okay, a little over 4 years. Okay, nitpicking, Andy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm joking.
Yes. Almost 5 years. It's
Large
only
pile of
been
woven
34.
scrolls. The thick layer of dust indicates that they've been here for a long time. Or now what?
There are so many woven scrolls here. Paimon remembers seeing some of them before in other tribes. They seem to record historical events. This one really stands out from the rest. For starters, it's the biggest of them all. Wonder what story it tells.
Colors are very distinctive too.
Yeah, you're right.
What?
Over there.
Yeah,
something
you're
just
right.
flashed. Traveler, did you catch that?
Maybe that's how we can get out.
Did you catch it?
By seeing things we couldn't see before.
Oh, right. Paimon's with you.
Oh. Kamasuras have the ability to activate a unique form of elemental sight, which makes them keenly aware of things that are otherwise not so easily detected. Okay.
Aha! There is something hiding here. Yep, this looks like our ticket out of this place.
Oh shit, there's a chest.
Got the chest.
Alright, so now what?
Good job.
Probably gotta... Oh, I get it. I gotta put it... Put it right there. Alright. Now what?
Whew, we finally made it out.
It is just as I thought. You are indeed capable of undertaking this mission.
Let's prove your theory.
Yes. You saw many distinctive-looking scrolls there, didn't you?
Sure did.
This specific kind of scroll was left to us by our ancestors. Upon investigation, I discovered what sets it apart is the use of a color not featured in ordinary scrolls. It is a most mysterious color that most people cannot even detect. I myself had to employ special techniques to confirm its existence. Yet there are those who are born with a natural ability to perceive it. And that is why I wanted to test you.
You mean...
That space you just entered was an exhibition room for storing this variety of woven scrolls. Centuries ago, a great shaman by the name of Huitzilin put in place a security measure so that anyone who entered the room without permission will become trapped inside. It exists to this day. And although I have not managed to decipher how it works, I have at least found out how to turn it on and off. Once someone is trapped inside, it is all but impossible for them to escape without outside help. Unless they share the great shaman's ability to perceive that strange color.
I did see a certain color in there.
Clearly, you must have this ability, which leads me to believe that our Iktomisor Elder can sense this ability in people, and that it appoints a scroll weaver on this basis.
Another secret power? Traveler, you are full of mysteries. Still, having this ability doesn't change the fact that neither of us know where to start with weaving a scroll.
Don't worry about that. The method for weaving this kind of scroll appears to be largely the same as for an ordinary scroll. The main difference is in the dye that gives it its unique color. If my suspicions are correct, this dye is the key to weaving the scroll, and your special ability is the key to obtaining it. The dyeing process is also a little different from the norm, but I don't anticipate any major issues there. As long as you two can source the dye itself, I can assist with the application.
Cool, we'll follow your lead.
Great! Then please use your abilities to source the necessary ingredients. And in the meantime, I will have someone prepare some fabric for test dyeing. We'll make a few sample pieces to test out my hypothesis. And if that goes well, we can begin the scroll in earnest. If you agree to help, you can expect to be handsomely rewarded once this is all over. So, what are your thoughts?
I think with the ability to help comes the responsibility to do so.
Agreed, especially if there's a reward in it. What is the reward, by the way? Is it food? Paimon hopes it's food.
Given the stakes involved for our tribe, I was thinking a substantial sum of mora would be appropriate. Surely that would be preferable to just a free meal.
Mora works too. Anyway, how do we go about finding these ingredients? Are we supposed to just keep walking around Natlan until we stumble across them?
Thankfully not. I've already identified a location where I suspect they may be found. And I've arranged for someone to guide you there. Your guide is waiting just outside. You can set off at your leisure.
That's the first act. Time for Act 2. Oh, the two golden trees. Guess it's not listed until I run into it. Wait, hold on. What are these? some strange stuff.
I take it you're the ones appointed by Elder Talapo?
Yep, and you are...
Call me Toltec. The chief asked me to be your guide for the day. His messengers already filled me in on the situation. So just follow me.
Toltec. Legendary color.
Put your video on the screen. As long as you have your settings
Going
set
to the
right,
fog's depth.
you will see it. Zotac. This is brought to you by Computer Part Joke Department.
There's
manufacturer of
There's
graphics
also
cards.
another freaking like Chronicles, Tribal Chronicles, but I assume it's only for this one over here. The one I'm doing is for over here. It's the capybaras.
Capybara.
No. No.
The capybara.
Well, then teach them how to make meth or something like that afterwards. That's how the meme goes.
I was not aware this is how the meme went.
Yeah, it would,
This is
it would show how to make some fucking shit, like fentanyl or something.
I thought you were like just pulling my leg.
No, it would be something like that. Dude, that fucking guy. I was hearing him like a couple times in the Spiral Abyss yesterday when I was doing that for a little bit. Just to get some more, because I was desperate for it. Just, yeah!
Oh, you gotta act like the pilgrims are trying to take your horn.
An answer from this world?
What is this anyways? Where's it gonna take me? Where am I? I'm nowhere on the map. I can.
With lasers.
Oh, I see. No.
Careful to avoid the lasers.
I know. It's like Flappy Bird.
Careful to avoid the lasers.
Can I cheese it?
Just gotta really bring out your inner Cheez-Its energy.
Ah, dude, here we go. Alright, then I do this number. Dude, it's a weird ability there. Oops. Oh, I guess that was enough. I see, I see. Is it meant to like block these lasers? What's going on? I see. these other areas. Huh. Looks like anything else here I'm missing? I don't think so, at least. I'm not seeing anything anyways. I turned so slowly when doing this, holy.
It's opening a really old creaky door from an old house. I can mention the doors and why it's old house. Should have said King of Spades, but it doesn't matter. Nobody knows who Wyatt is.
Well, you just said his username, so you already associated.
Nobody knows who he is anyway. He's not really
He's a
known
man.
on the internet. So he's just a guy.
Yeah, that's playing a lot of Tower of Fantasy recently. Which, it kind of makes me want to, like, pick that game up just to see if the story did get any better, but, yeah. It's...
Fucking talk to Keston into fucking re-downloading it and say, well, I guess we're installing, so it's going on. It's like, alright. Do alright, you said Keston, show me what. Alright, do this.
Yeah, we gotta make it on the corner. No, I wanted the waypoint.
So the dye is somewhere in this cave, huh?
This is as far as I can take you. Only the appointed ones may proceed from here.
Wait, listen. Okay, I thought I was like, I thought the song was playing like the beginning of the fucking Wind Waker's main theme. I was like, that.
Kind of a long story. Apparently, there's a certain fruit that grows in this cave, the juice of which can be processed to make an excellent dye. Many years ago, our ancestors set out to make a series of ambitious works of graffiti art. They selected this cave to make them in, presumably due to the availability of the dye. However, they didn't want anyone to see their work before it was completed. And so they sealed off the entrance to control access. To bypass the seal, you have to have mastered the art of color perception, or something like that.
Oh, right.
The strange thing is, our ancestors never removed the seal, even after they finished the graffiti art. Since it was sealed off, the only person who's been inside is the great shaman, Huitzilin. And that was 300 years ago.
300? It says 200. What are you saying?
To her, the artwork tells the story of a hero by the name of Kuntur. But I digress. Sorry, I'm a big fan of graffiti artwork. Once I get talking, I can go on for hours. I'll pass. I tried to get in once, but the seal blocked my way. I tried getting my Iktomi sword to clear it with its powers, but even that didn't work. I guess it's supposed to be a test left there by our ancestors. If you don't pass the test, you're not worthy of viewing their works of art. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't be joining you this time even if I was able to get in. Unlike our chief, I don't have the guts to challenge our traditions. This task is specifically appointed to someone by the Iktomi Sor Elder. Who knows what bad things might happen if I got involved?
Fair enough. Alright, we'll try not to take too long.
Alright, let me have these fucking crystal flies that I see flying around.
You don't need those. You think you do, but you don't.
I do.
If you go up that, if you go the cliff further,
I'll wait right here.
What?
Could have gone up the cliff further and maybe gotten it, but it might be too late now. I think it's gone now.
Oh, there's one way to circumvent this. Alright.
We could respawn them, yeah, that's true. But teleporting away and going back.
Oh yeah. I think I already showed you this, but fucking... It's like, oh, here it is, resonate with Pyro. Cannot resonate with Pyro.
So it's there, it's just they haven't put it in yet.
It's like, nope. Something makes me think that they're gonna do something crazy, like they did with the MC of Star Rail, or how they get their ability via cutscene. There, I got him. However, before I go on, I should probably go down this way.
Better get the
Unlock
crystal
this
flame.
waypoint.
Better get the crystal
because I
flame.
already got it.
Yeah, you better go this way now. Yeah, I know you got it. BS being funny. You let me do my joke.
So
He didn't let me do.
I'll unlock
Double
this with this
black
new
choice.
boss that's here that I can only assume is here for Chaska's sake of getting materials and leveling up. And or maybe see Lolly, who I think is coming out next. Yeah, here's the boss. It looks so fucking weird. Don't even want to find it or fight it right now. Oh, wrong thing. But yeah, no. I think I'll fight this thing later. But I'm not streaming anyways. On YouTube. And to you as well, because you don't get to see the boss.
Streaming. I don't get the bosses, so maybe.
You don't get to see the boss over here. This new overworld boss.
Sometimes I care about saying the bosses, sometimes I don't. It's like, it's hit or miss. Not like a deal breaker for anything.
Glowing horn shroom. So there's this. It's gonna be taken out in a single hit, it seems.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
Alright, I got a bomb.
Maybe try the same thing as before? Hey, it worked! Let's head in and take a look.
But yeah, no, there's like this ability that this thing also gets. It can just kind of visualize objects into fucking existence like this. Then you do this. Plunge it down. Oh, plunge it down. Boom.
This should be the place. That fruit Toltec mentioned should be the one on the wall, right? Now the only question is, which ones do we pick?
This is probably where my special ability that Chief mentioned comes
Well, go ahead, try it out.
in. Alright.
Hey, get him!
Ouch. How'd that not hit? What happened there?
Come a little closer. Blitz. Oh my.
It's fishes in the water. Extract red. Oh, I know what this is. I think. Oh, the fruit there.
Whatever it was, grab it. These guys' ancestors made some real works of art here. But based on what we've seen so far, it seems like there should be more to the story. Do you think maybe there's more artwork further inside? Seems kind of strange.
You can go take a look if you want.
Oh, no need. Paimon was just thinking aloud. Toltek's waiting for us, and we have a job to do. So maybe it's best if we head out now. Let's head back and meet up with Toltek.
Good. Oh, is there like a... Well, there is something behind this, but... Uh-oh. It's taking a while to walk around, is that thing? Alright, Toltek.
We're back, and we found the ingredients for the dye.
Sounds like you made it through the seal then. Our Iktomi-Sor Elder was right about you. It's getting late. Follow me. I'll take us back.
Something tells me though this set of Chronicles quest is not for fucking Chaska. Okay, so I have to somehow head down below. Well, actually, I don't remember how now. It's like I have to enter through this thing to go down below. Yeah, seems about right. It's up this way though. Oh, it's like a way out of the cave, I think. Okay, it just teleports in.
Toltek has updated me on your progress. Well done. I appreciate your efforts.
Sure thing. Here's the stuff for the dye.
Just gotta give it to him straight up.
I see. Yes. This is certainly a very different substance from typical dyes. Okay, now let's try our hand at making some samples. The fabric is ready for testing.
Got it.
Please come with me.
Didn't even say what his dialogue said.
Even though it says, please follow me in the dialogue. Fuck that. Please come with me.
Translation
I'm
stuff.
ignoring rule.
Enter the Chamber of Weaving. Oh boy.
Chamber of Secrets.
The Chamber of Secrets.
I believe that's a Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Take a look at this. It's a woven scroll made by one of our ancestors. This is the kind of thing we're trying to make. The person depicted is the legendary shaman, Huitzilin. She lived 200 years ago and was once
I don't know, well, this person
appointed
has
to the
200, but the
Iktomi
other person has
Sor
300.
like yourselves.
It's like, damn, they
She
misread the
was
dialogue or
especially
something.
skilled in the art of color manipulation, and of course completed her task with flying colors. This scroll is a record of her deeds, and was most likely the work of her own hand. The quality is simply breathtaking, even compared to other scrolls of this variety. Sadly, since she passed away, all of our Iktomi-Sor Elder's subsequent appointees have had to rely on the gift from the spirits to complete their work.
Now you're about to revive an older tradition.
That's a good way of putting it. My only quibble with your phrasing would be, it's not just
Why is
me,
he so tall?
but
Now Paimon's getting excited.
I kind of noticed that earlier. I'm surprised he didn't say anything. It's like towering over Lumion, being like,
Dude! I know, I didn't.
I just didn't say anything earlier.
Dude, he's a fucking giant, dude. I didn't really think about it.
Like, the Huxleys are during
Dude, he's like 2 times the size of an NPC. 3 times maybe.
Like 3 times the height of Lumion, practically.
He's the chief, alright.
Chief Chad.
Now, as I mentioned, the dyeing process is a little complicated.
Oh.
I am confident you will manage. Just make sure to follow my instructions carefully.
I didn't really think about it. I was just thinking, oh, he's just a little bit taller or whatever. Right? Until I really just paid attention, being like, what?
Even when they were sitting down earlier, and Lumion was like kind of standing or sitting, I kind of was noticing he's like, it's kind of big. It's kind of thinking that.
Well, dude, let's get started.
The pattern has already been sketched out on the sample, so you just need to dye each block with the correct color. But you'll need to wait for the dye to
I gotta crouch out to your height.
between each step to make sure the colors don't run.
Dye the fabric as instructed.
Or get stomped on and squished like a Goomba.
Ha ha ha! Good! The dye has taken to the fabric, and the pattern is crisp and clear. Next, apply all the remaining dye, and we should see that elusive signature color emerge.
Okay, final step.
Apply the remaining dye. Alright, what happens?
Did it work? Paimon doesn't see it.
Oh, that color isn't showing up. Oh, the dyeing has failed.
Did I mess up somehow?
No, your technique was flawless. You did everything exactly as instructed. It would have made no difference if I'd done it myself.
Then what went wrong?
It could be the weaving technique, or maybe the dye has to be applied in a different way. Oh, whatever the case. It looks like I have failed to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Sorry, Paimon wishes we could do more to help.
I am the one who should be apologizing. I made you do so much work, and it was for nothing. I will, of course, honor my commitment to compensate you for your trouble, but I do hope you won't give up on this task. I plan to keep investigating, and will be sure to keep you updated with any progress.
Don't worry, we're not quitters. Paimon does have a question, though. This whole process of recording history on woven scrolls seems so complicated. Why don't you just write it down instead? You said yourself you're all about change and reform. Well, this seems like a pretty good place to start, don't you think? Writing things down would be easier for everyone, and your records would be more detailed.
I think you perhaps misunderstood my philosophy, but that's okay. I can answer your question, but there's somewhere I need to show you first.
Oh, sure.
But yeah. All this just to weave some scrolls. Where am I going? Somewhere over here. Up at the top. Yeah. Oh, holy shit, he's tall. Freaking. He's like Andrew the Giant, but even more bigger.
Cool. Look at this view.
What do you think? Falling down, sure.
Now, try looking a little further.
Yeah, he looks like a chief, alright. Oh, I see an Oculus back there.
In all the years since the founding of our tribe,
It's the Pyro one for the Statues of the Seven.
every step of the way. It is true that I seek to bring new life to this ancient tribe through change and reform. But I also understand there are certain foundational things that we cannot afford to throw away. The foremost of these is the way we record our history.
Oh, that makes sense.
Since the very beginnings, our tribe has always sought to bring color to history. And I have a deep sense that this is one part of our heritage that we should not give up. So, whatever it takes, I must find a way for us to continue producing our traditional woven scrolls.
You're completely right. Paimon's sorry for what she said earlier. It was out of line.
It's quite all right. I'm just grateful you're able to understand where I'm coming from.
We're committed to helping you solve this.
Then let us hope that when we next meet, we succeed in reviving this tradition.
Most likely with Seat Lolly, because she's from this tribe. Because, yeah, I feel like this is for Seat Lolly for whenever she comes out, and right now, it's like, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'm supposed to do this one over here for Chaska. But I guess this is done ahead of time at least. Let's see, so I saw an Oculus thing somewhere. There's something up here, clearly. Is it perhaps above? I think it might be. Okay, hold on, I'll just make it easier. I need to, volcano going off? Yeah, it is. I believe that might be the volcano I'll have to go with, or go to with Tulip at some point. Or at least that's what I named my Saurian thing. Here's the other freaking Oculus thing. It's just a ray out here on this floating hot air balloon. Might as well collect them as I see them.
All right, let's finish this fast.
Show me your curve.
Freeze.
Frostbite.
What the f-
You're in for a little shock.
Quick. Dodge this.
Make sure I don't accidentally knock them over there just because I might need his materials. Actually, probably not, because I already have Kachina triple crowned.
Triple crown.
Yeah, maybe there's Tribal Chronicles over here that I was supposed to do.
Triple crown only once. Triple crown twice.
Triple crown.
Oh, it's one of these things. Oh god. Oh god. It's one of these things. It's one of these. It's one of these. Recite an incantation to summon an infernal sky of fire that covers the entire field. You can use the remaining to dodge the attacks. super boss.
Freeze! What's the hurry?
Ouch. It doesn't really seem to do that much damage, it seems. Wow. Imagine this thing doesn't really take up that much damage from Pyra. So what am I doing here exactly?
I'll race you there.
Oh, I see.
Let it
Okay.
rain.
Try not to enjoy.
Dodge this!
Might take a while though.
Oh, so sorry.
This boss is like incredibly tanky. Ouch.
Freeze! Dodge this! Cool it!
Heep.
Dodge this!
Ow.
This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it!
Crumble apart.
Freeze!
I'm trying to switch my characters, but it's kind of hard sometimes.
Dodge this!
Oh my god, that fucking lava there or whatever just does a lot of damage. Ouch.
Frostbite. Dodge this. Freeze.
Yeah, left input, but D-pad doesn't really want to function sometimes, it seems.
Cool it.
Even if I press it firmly.
Lift. Thumb.
Yep, I'm doing exactly that method. It's just like I have to put more force behind it to actually detect input on left D-pad. So still be set in my case for now. You know, dude, this D-pad's also dying on this controller.
It's just finicky because it's not well designed.
This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this. Freeze.
Ouch. Ouch.
You'll pay for that.
What's
Ouch.
the hurry? Catch the wind. Dodge this.
Starfall.
Come a little.
Cool it.
Yeah, it didn't hold it for long enough. Well,
Dodge this.
Freeze! Dodge this!
Ouch.
Let's spark.
Freeze!
Starfall!
Cool it! Oh, so sorry.
Let it rain!
Freeze! Dodge this!
Crumble apart! Drop!
Oh my.
Freeze!
Damn, they nailed me good every time with that attack. Pretty bad at dodging it, yeah.
Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this!
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Tried dodging, but I guess it wasn't enough in time.
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
Oh.
Always focus.
Cool it!
Well, yeah, quite a little bit. I might just die here. For 5 Primogems and activating one of these pillars. I've yet to activate, I think, one more that was in the older location, like the, well, first Nalin area. That's not part of this new stuff. I guess they added more, though, to this new area. Leave. Did it. But I love Tusk, though.
At least there's only one try.
Yeah, and I like a couple others where I got like a few game overs from the other ones.
Newer bosses.
Similar to that, going up to Obsidian Pillar, activating it. It's like the super boss you fight it.
Seems like it's coming from that
Really?
bridge.
Well, I'm being attacked by a bird.
Starfall!
Cool it!
Ugh!
Not so hard! Never escapes my...
Ow. Okay. Bird knows how to fight.
Birds throwing hands. Or feathers, I guess. I don't know.
Alright, so this is the start of the Chronicles for Jessica. First 2 acts are usually short, but the third one's like where it's like pretty much her, Jessica's character story quest, and then yeah.
Oh no! Why is she crying?
So
Should we go check her? You know, just in case she's thinking of doing something stupid.
I'd leave her be.
Oh.
The warriors of the Flower Feather Clan are a proud bunch who never show their vulnerability in public, even if they've gone wingless.
Oh, Chaska?
Good to see you again, Traveler and Paimon. Before we carry on, let's get a little further away before Koyer notices us.
I see. But there you be.
So, that girl on the bridge, Koyer, you said? Should she really be on her own right now? With the mental state she's in, it just seems risky.
Don't worry. That's exactly why I'm here. Elder Alpa sent me to keep an eye on her. If she does attempt the unthinkable, I'll swoop in and catch her. I doubt it'll come to that, though. She's a fighter. A warrior, in fact.
She's a fighter.
One who aimed for the sky. However despondent she might feel now, I'm confident she'll get through it.
What do you mean, aimed for the sky?
Well, in the Flower Feather Clan, there's an elite flying squad made up of Kukasaur riders, but it's an extremely selective squad. To become a rider, you need to undergo a trial, where you not only demonstrate mastery of the relevant skills, but also win the approval of the Kukasaurs. Very few candidates make it through the process. Koyer has spent years training for her most recent attempt, but unfortunately she didn't pass. So it's not hard to see why she's so upset.
And when you mentioned going wingless, what does that mean?
Sometimes, after multiple failed attempts to pass the flying tests and win the Kukasaur's approval, people get so disheartened that they give up on their dream to soar the skies. They resolve to quit trying for good. We call those people the wingless.
Do they get expelled from their tribe?
What? No, of course not. They're still prized warriors. We have a saying. Just as the Kukasaur treasures every feather on its body, so the tribe treasures each one of its children. This hits even harder in the wake of the war. All of our young warriors carry the future of our tribe on their shoulders. Besides, every Kukasaur falls from its nest before it learns to fly. It's practically a rite of passage. Likewise for the wingless, we always hold out hope that one day, when they're ready, they'll rekindle their dreams and keep trying. Until then, all we can do is quietly watch over them from a distance. Just like I'm doing now.
Ah, okay. Paimon hopes she'll get back on her feet soon.
The sound of her whistling. Her confidence has been seriously shaken. No Kukasaur is going to respond to a call that sounds like that. Yeah. People from my tribe call to their Saurian companions by whistling or blowing a horn. So it sounds like Koyer was trying to summon a Kukasaur to practice her flying, but the Kukasaurs are an even prouder bunch than our warriors. They would never respond to a lackluster whistle like that. First she failed the trial, and now she's struggling to even summon a Kukasaur. That's only gonna hurt her confidence further. And getting trapped in that vicious circle is the kind of thing that'll make people go wingless.
Surely there must be something we can do to help.
That's very kind of you. Koyer's flying skills are up to par, but mentally she's stuck in a rut. If she wants to return to the sky, she has to overcome that for herself. I'm going to lay low nearby, just in case she takes a turn for the worse. Let me give you a tour around the tribe once this is all over.
Koyer still isn't giving up. Even though Chaska said that she has to do this by herself, Paimon can't help feeling like maybe we can nudge her in the right direction. What if we could get a Kukasaur to fly up to her? That might give her the confidence boost she needs.
Actually, that sounds like a plan. What's one of the Lalakan or whatever? Talalakan. Do I like Kukasaur? Oh boy.
Do I like Kukasaur?
Give me a second though. Someone's smoking a dogie. some beef jerky, apparently. But also, unsurprisingly, the smoke was like going everywhere.
It's
Felix wants more.
a Kukasaur. Oh my gosh. Is this really happening? I did it. I summoned one. I was beginning to think you'd all given up on me completely. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Looks like her mood's lifted. Now to wait till she's not looking and fly out of here.
Excuse me? Would you mind if we did some flying practice together? Right now. I think I know where I went wrong in the test now. I need to maintain a higher speed on my turns. So, I just gotta practice my bell tail slides and split S maneuvers.
That sounds complicated. I'm out of my depth. This is too dangerous.
Also, I really want to try some stall turns and cobra maneuvers.
I don't know, great.
Crikey! I've never been. You carried a passenger.
I need to get out of here.
Hey, it's my character. Leave it be. No, I'm joking.
It said crikey, so one of the.
Hey, it says Steve, so that line's for me.
I'm just saying it said crikey, so I wanted to do an Australian accent to be funny.
I never even carried a passenger, let alone while doing all that. I need to get out of here.
Huh? That sounded like a whistle. Is someone else trying to summon a Kukasaur?
That's my chance.
Hey! Wait!
Uh-oh. The whistle providing the perfect cover as you make your escape.
Do you think Koyer's feeling better now? Well, let's go back to that bridge and check.
Here. I'll do this, only just to get over there, and then I'll exit the form. But yeah, I got some Alberto beef jerky.
I don't eat beef jerky, and also I've never heard of that brand, so I don't know. Might be exclusive to your area.
Who knows?
The word.
Jessica! I summoned a Kukasaur! They do still respond to me after all! Although, unfortunately, someone else summoned it away again before I had a chance to go for a flight.
They smell that beef jerky.
Oh, really? That is unfortunate. But if you can do it once, you can do it again. Keep at it, and you'll pass the trial eventually.
You're right. You know, I almost thought about giving up, but I'm glad I didn't.
Hey, Chaska, how's Koyer doing?
Huh? Who are you? And how do you know my name?
These are my, friends. The Traveler and Paimon. You came up in conversation the other day because I was telling them about up-and-coming warriors in our tribe.
Oh, the Traveler, huh? So that's you. What do you mean up-and-coming? I'm closer to being wingless than I am to passing the trial. Anyway, we haven't met before, have we? You look so familiar somehow.
Maybe you saw her in the stadium? Or anywhere, really. She's been all over Natlan lately, so it's not surprising that you've seen her around.
Him around? No,
If you say so.
No, don't mess with my cords. Don't mess with my cords. Get out of there, Milo.
Koyer,
Yeah, that must be it.
Chaska.
Oh, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna die?
Here you are. I've been looking everywhere for you two.
Oh, Elder Alta! What's the matter?
I thought I should tell you myself. We're going to redo the flying trials.
Redo that? How come? This is so unexpected. And I can't believe you came out here just to tell us that in person.
It's embarrassing to admit, but due to time constraints, we didn't do a proper inspection of the arena before the last round of trials began. Then we started to notice many candidates performing worse than expected. So we redid the inspection afterwards and found a number of issues which likely impacted candidate performance. This was entirely our mistake, and I apologize unreservedly. I know it doesn't make up for it, but I thought bringing you this message in person was the least I could do.
Oh, okay.
Chaska, these people you're with, are they the Traveler and Paimon?
Huh? You've heard of us?
I have indeed. Gathering intel is an essential part of being a warrior. Plus, you've already made quite a name for yourself in that land. Actually, I've been meaning to invite you to enjoy our tribe's hospitality for some time.
Hospitality? That includes food, right?
Of course it does. If you let us host you, you'll be treated quite lavishly. Mighty warriors are highly revered in our tribe. Besides, we still owe you for your help during the war. Without you, we would have suffered far worse at the hands of the Abyss. So I like the chance to show you our gratitude on behalf of the whole tribe.
Mighty warriors, plural? So Paimon gets too? Paimon's starting to like you a lot.
That should go without saying. Your flying skills are the envy of our tribe.
The Flower Feather clan seems like a really nice bunch of people. We definitely need to take her up on this offer.
Never got to check the place out properly.
Well, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid I still have to inform the other candidates about the retrials. With our younger generation's future on the line, there's no time to lose.
Wait, Elder Alpa! Let me help! The sooner everyone gets the news, the better!
Very well. In that case, Chaska, could I leave you to entertain our guests?
Sure thing.
Okay. Let's meet by the Obsidian Totem Pole later. Collier, let's get going.
Okay.
Alright, they're out of earshot. I'm just gonna come out and ask. That Kukasaur who responded to Koyer's call. That was your doing, wasn't it? I grew up with these creatures. I could tell something was off the second I saw it. Her whole demeanor seemed...
I could tell something was off the second I saw it.
Well, you. So I figure you must have been
You.
You. Yeah, how do you know I could take possession of the... Can't believe you saw her.
She looked very flustered when Koyer asked for a ride. So I whistled to give her a chance to escape. And judging by the look on your face, that was a welcome intervention, huh? It's alright. If you'd rather your hidden talents remain hidden, I respect that. I won't press you for answers, and I'll keep my speculations to
watered
myself.
down beta.
You're the kind of
but not
person
really.
I'd still trust, even if you
With
had
Alphys.
superpowers. I know you'd use them for good.
Kind of weird, that reminds me of,
Beta, both Elfiers. Yeah,
Nah.
I might say for two.
Nah.
That's what you're thinking. Gaslight.
Nah.
That's what you're thinking too.
Nah.
I'm so glad you agree.
No, stop. What's her name? Dia. Fucking man. What's wrong with me?
Dia's her own person.
Technically, I deceived Quiller. Does that count as for good?
I think the ends justify the means in this case. She just lacked confidence, and you helped her resolve her internal conflict. If you hadn't intervened, I likely would have gotten my mom to help out instead. Although, having said that, there's a small chance she might have recognized her and seen through the whole thing. That would have done more harm than good.
Luckily, no harm was done in the end.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're free now, how about I give you that tour I promised?
So is this just like actually the quest? This is it. I'm doing it. Chaska's thing, like right off the bat.
Didn't see you there. Me and my little buddy were expecting you.
The hell? Let me out of the bird. Alright. Oh, I thought it was that same kid from before.
I'm gonna get you!
Maybe it was.
Uh-oh. Are they fighting? Should we try and break them up?
They're
One
fine.
of them are
Just doing their daily combat training.
different
That training?
children.
A little young for that, aren't they?
Not to us. We're a tribe of warriors. In ancient times, we were the most elite troops in the nation, responsible for patrolling and defending all of Natlan. And even though times have changed, we've kept our martial spirit alive.
Hey, is that Chaska?
Chaska, you're back!
Oh, can you come train with us?
Now's not a good time, I'm afraid. I'm showing the Traveler and Paimon around. Maybe next time.
The Traveler and Paimon? Wait, you mean that legendary warrior and legendary flying expert?
Legendary flying expert.
Legendary? Yep, that's us, alright.
Awesome. It's so cool that you can fly without having to ride a Kukusaur. Even Chaska could only do that for short distances. Miss Traveler, can you teach me some cool sword tricks?
Oh, Miss Traveler! My family's shop makes the best volcano cake!
No.
You gotta try it!
Let's behave ourselves, everyone. These people are here as our guests. They're going to meet Elder Alpa in a few minutes anyway. Kotini, instead of being jealous of other people's talents, why not work on developing your own? Kapak, there's no point in trying any cool sword tricks until you've mastered the basics. Have you done all your sword drills today? In Yatlan. Easy does it, okay? Not every conversation has to turn into you plugging the family business.
Okay.
Competition down and they stopped tracking you.
Kids, they just got overexcited when they heard your name. Hope it didn't bother you too much.
Sorry,
This is a
hope it didn't
volcano
bother you
cake
too
that
much.
Yatlan forced into my
I roll a
hands.
d20,
She
a
said to
d20
think
is
of it
32.
as an apology gift.
Whoa, it smells amazing! Traveler, you want some?
Wow,
That smells
it smells amazing.
Yatlan
What
would
did you
be thrilled.
eat?
Oh.
By the way, Chaska, those kids really adore you. You're way better with them than Paimon expected. Paimon figured you'd be more, aloof, maybe?
Aloof, huh? Well,
Lufa,
to be fair,
no,
there
I
wasn't
play
a period
Dungeons and
when I was
Dragons on
like
the
that.
regular 3 times
Around
every
the
week.
time when I first joined the tribe. But it's a terrible
When I
attitude
join
to
you,
have as a
you can be
peacemaker.
the
Tends
peasants.
to turn situations that could have had a peaceful resolution into a
Look
stalemate.
at peaceful
that
ones
can
to shoot me.
only
I
be
don't
resolved by
really
force.
Meaning beating both parties into submission. Oh yeah, that's right. Her fucking Chaska's sister died in the story. I remember now.
Damn, that's tragic.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
pretty much.
As long as other options are
I'm being
available,
sarcastic.
I try to avoid that at all
I hate this
costs.
character already.
Well, I did so like a scene of her carrying like her dead body back into the stadium or something like that during the whole spiel. But then she awakened to like her name or something like that. No. So which meaning the Traveler's like the last one to get an ancient name, which then allows them to fight back the Abyss, but that also means the death of the Pyro Archon, most likely, Moika.
Someone once told me that peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter
Last
of
of the
days.
Mohica.
But peace achieved
I believe
through
that's the
genuine
Pyro
dialogue
Archon's name of that one.
actually benefits both sides. Even if sometimes the parties are only willing to negotiate because they're both armed to the teeth.
That's true. Hey, Chaska!
Uncle Cusco knows you're back, and he's coming to get you.
Oh, thanks. Traveler, Paimon. Got a dash. I'll meet you at the totem pole up ahead. You can't miss it. It
Got a
sticks out like a
blast.
sore thumb.
Wait, are you running away?
First rule of conflict resolution? Grab the fan and run before the you-know-what hits.
Trust Chaska to make even running away sound cool.
Sorry about this. Just stall him for me, okay? I'll explain everything later.
What the fuck?
That's what that bitch ran away. She ran away today. Yeah.
What's with you?
A golden-haired outlander and a white flying object.
A white
You must be
flying
the
object.
Traveler and Paimon. I heard Chaska was with you, but I suppose she's run away again, has she?
Sorry, who are you?
Who am I? Only her father. She's supposed to go
Only
for
a
a
young
checkup every 3
NPC
months
male
to see
model
how
with
her
too many
abyss
wrinkles
condition's
on his
doing.
face.
We both agreed on it. But she's already missed 3 checkups this year. That's 3 out of 4.
This condition.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
She got exposed to abyssal energy as a young child. Then her birth parents abandoned her. It's lucky those wild Kukusaurs found her when they did, or she wouldn't have made it. They took her under their wing and raised her as one of their own. Eventually, some riders out on patrol spotted her and brought her back to the tribe. But she was practically feral at that point. The moment you took your eyes off her, she'd be getting herself into a fight. Or she'd run away to be with the Saurians. She seemed to prefer them to her own kind. She might as well have been a Saurian in human form.
That must be the aloof period she mentioned, right?
Sounds like there was more going on than just being aloof.
We later discovered that her exposure to the Abyss had planted seeds of conflict in her heart. So, we started trying to bring it under control. But ultimately, she's the only one who can control it. Anyway, she's much more human these days.
Oh yeah, matter of fact, I did see that abyssal, like, corruption or whatever in her go out of control a bit when her sister died in the story.
Don't worry about her. She seems pretty stable to Paimon. She's probably only avoiding the checkups because she thinks it'll stop you guys from worrying about her.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. She knows she needs to be careful. If her condition ever took a turn for the worse, she wouldn't be brushing it aside like this.
Then what's there to worry about?
It's just, every checkup she's been to, they find new cuts and bruises. Nothing to do with the Abyss, of course. Oh no, that's all fine. The problem with her is, she's her own worst enemy. She's been living dangerously again. I'm sure of it. That's why she's avoiding the checkups. She wants to hide it from us.
Yeah, Paimon can see her doing that.
Oh. In the past, she always had Koichi to keep an eye on her. Now Koichi's gone, and I don't want to lose another daughter.
Yeah, Koichi's the sister that died.
Chaska's been increasingly reckless since Koichi passed. It's like she's trying to make up for it somehow.
No, she was like the design of an NPC, but a very uniquely designed NPC, I guess, like on your side.
Next time you see her,
Not
please tell
essential
her
to the
to
story.
be careful.
No, just kidding.
Even if she doesn't want to hear it.
I know most people would care for characters like that, like for example Teppei from Inazuma, who like dies in the story.
If she doesn't want to do these checkups anymore, that's fine. I just want her to stop putting herself in harm's way.
About Chaska and Koichi. You decently listen to them.
Where did the time go? We should be back up with Chaska before it gets any later. To get to the totem pole, we need to head north, right? Hey, Chaska. Hey, Alba.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
It's all right. I bet my dad talked your heads off, huh?
Kept
What
you
did he
waiting,
say?
huh? Said you suck.
I was sometimes a little impulsive back then.
That's putting it mildly.
The memories. It feels like it was only yesterday when we brought you back and had Cusco and his family take you in. Back then, no one imagined this feral child would grow up to be the strongest warrior of the Flower Feather clan.
Huh? You were the one that brought Chaska back to the tribe?
That's right. Elder Alpa was already a veteran rider by then. She spotted me while patrolling from the skies and tracked down my Kukasaur mom. Mom agreed it was time I tried to re-enter human society. But I didn't know the first thing about being civilized.
Careful now.
I clashed with everyone who had to deal with me.
And look at you now. Renowned throughout the land as a peacemaker. How time flies. When the day comes that I can't fly anymore, it will be up to you to look after our tribe and our flying squad.
You know me, though. I'm not a natural commander. I'm better off as a lone wolf on the front line. So stick it out at least a few more years, okay? Give Koyer and the others time to come into their own.
Oh, stop.
Wait, so isn't the leader just the strongest warrior in the tribe? At least Paimon figured that's how your tribe would work.
Strength is certainly a core tenet in the Flower Feather clan. But strength means far more than martial prowess alone.
If it all came down to individual strength, I'd struggle to call myself a warrior, let alone a member of the flying squad. Any fighter in the tribe could take me down. Well, sorry to disappoint you. It was something I aspired to at one point. So much so that I went adventuring in the Cinder City, Ochkanatlan, to try and prove myself. But it was foolish of me. I wasn't ready. I came back empty-handed and seriously injured. The fact that I survived was something, I suppose. But after that, I never seriously considered myself a strong fighter.
And yet, you still managed to become the leader of the flying squad, thanks to your experience and determination. All while battling those old injuries. Don't you think that's a display of strength in its own right?
Let's shelve this discussion for now. Traveler, Paimon, there are some simple refreshments on the table. Please help yourselves.
Yes! Paimon was waiting for that part. They were for the snack stomach. The refreshment stomach still has plenty of space. Paimon is so full.
Well, if you're enjoying our hospitality, feel free to stay with us as long as you like.
Elder Alpa? Something's come up.
Hmm?
What happened? Is it serious? Shall I deal with it?
It's... Some merchants showed up. Not from our tribe. They said they're here to discuss some potential collaboration with us. Why now? This is terrible timing. There are a few wingless that we haven't managed to reach yet, and we still haven't inspected the retrial arena.
Let me handle the other errands while you meet with the merchants. You shouldn't be trying to do everything at your age.
You should help too. Seems only fair after all that food we ate.
Who's that? It'll help the digestion.
Huh. Well, much obliged. Cheska, the remaining wingless are all people you know. Let's see. Pishika now manages the floating target balloons. Waska's probably still addicted to eyes on the feathered prize. And Junam spends her days up on the flying platform, staring at the Cinder City. I'll leave you to tell them the news.
Are you sure you don't want to reconsider, Pashika?
I appreciate it, boss. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with my life nowadays.
Pashika, they're redoing the flying trials. Huh? Utona?
Ah, did Alpa send you? I was just telling Pashika the news, actually. The way things are with the tribe these days. I mean, you don't need me to tell you. This here is no future for a seasoned warrior like you.
Ah, come on, boss. Do you have any idea how long it's been? I've been wingless for years now. I'm not cut out for that anymore. Of course, I'll do my part if we ever need to defend the tribe. But there's really no point in me trying out for the flying squad now. I've already made my peace with it. Not everyone has what it takes to return to the sky after going wingless. Elder Alpa's perseverance is something else. And it's okay if I'm not destined for greatness. I might not have the Kukasaur's approval, but with my hot air balloons, I can still reach the skies. Handling these balloons every day, seeing how the customers react, the looks on their faces, that's enough for me.
Finding something you love doing can be just as hard as passing the flying trial. It's worth holding on to.
Fair enough. It's your choice. I won't force you.
Oh, by the way, you should try taking a balloon ride if you've got the time. Once you've been up there for yourself, you'll see why I love it so much.
But next time for sure.
No problem. If you ever want to give it a try, you know where to find me.
This guy, though.
A retrial? What's the point? I pretty much treat life like it's a game. No Kukasaur's ever going to approve of that, no matter how many times I try.
Waskar, I can assure you, Kukasaurus wouldn't judge you for something like that.
Well, they must be judging me for something. Maybe I lack fighting spirit, or just don't have the talent. Not everyone's a natural like you. Don't waste your time on me. You'll have better luck with the ones who still have their heads in the clouds. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna treat myself to a few more games of Eyes on the Feathered Prize.
Yeesh, there's Wingless, then there's being a total lost cause.
You used to be a fierce warrior, actually. But fighting spirit alone won't win you the Kukasaur's approval.
Are all Kukusaurs so strict? The ones in floating target balloons and Eyes on the Feathered Prize seem pretty chilled out.
It's one thing to hang out and have fun, but quite another to take to the skies with a human life on your back. Giving a ride to someone who's unqualified endangers not only the rider, but also the Kukasaur themselves. If the rider makes a mistake, they both suffer the consequences, so we have a mutual understanding with the Kukasaurs. If someone isn't up to standard, we have to reject them. Even if it means breaking their hearts.
Oh, snap. Zoom on. What's this person about?
Hey, Junan. Gazing out at Loach Canatlan again?
Chaska? What are you doing here? Is something up?
The flying squad is hosting retrials again soon. Want to give it another try?
Maybe you're forgetting the definition of wingless. I've failed so many times already that I've decided to call it quits for good. I'm done. Elder Alpa always goes out of her way to come and tell me when a new trial is coming up, and it's nice of her to think of me. But nothing's gonna change. I'm not going to suddenly pass just because they're holding another trial.
They're making some big changes to the arena this time, so the flying experience should be smoother than before. Koyer's gonna try again.
No, forget it. If I was genuinely good enough to make the squad, the location shouldn't affect my chances. A true rider can fly confidently whatever the conditions, like you and Elder Alpa.
Junan! They're redoing the... Huh? Chaska and the Traveler. You're already here. I guess they told you already then. Come on, let's go train together.
I'm gonna sit this one out.
What? Why? But you've always looked up to Elder Alpa. She went wingless after her injury and spent years drifting, but even she came back and made it in the end. If she can do it, why can't you?
I mean, I don't have that kind of perseverance. And besides, the last thing I want to do is fail in front of her yet again.
Oh, come on. You know you don't need to worry about that. All right, well, how about we just treat this as you being my mentor? Then will you train with me?
I mean...
Enough umming and ahhing. Let's just get up in the air and figure it out as we go.
Wait! Hold on, slow down. I can't keep up.
Well, that's one way to do it.
I literally chose the hard way.
They've been best friends since they were kids. If anyone knows how to get Junan out of a rut, it's Koyer. You helped Koyer deal with her internal conflict, and now she's done the same for someone else. You know, people often talk about how one conflict leads to another and so on. But sometimes in life, things spiral in a good direction instead.
Wow, that was really the first act that took a little bit longer than most.
We've notified all the wingless on the list now, right? Where to next?
The trial arena. It's not far from the tribe.
Yeah, it's like right over there. But depending on the time, may or may not halt. Progressing here, maybe. Depending. It's like a deer. Damn, they're kind of fast. I was trying with all my might to try and catch up to it. Before I do that, let me go ahead and go do something. Remember when everything was everything, but nothing at the same time? Oh shit. Start the next part for however long this will be.
Oh, hey there, Chaska. Did Elder Alpa send you?
Yeah, she's got other things on her plate right now. How are things looking here?
Well, the inspection revealed numerous blockages all over the trial arena. It looks like they're the result of ley line disorders caused by repeat abyss invasions. Theoretically, we just need to clear those obstacles, and the arena will fill up with gaseous phlogiston again. But that's proving difficult to achieve in practice, for all sorts of reasons. Why don't you head on down and check things out for yourself? Feel free to ask the staff for more details.
The night before the trial. I see. Oh, I'm playing as her now. So I guess she's just here for all 3 acts of the Tribal Chronicles for this one. Damn. That seemed... I did try Chaska out in like the characters trial thing, but I'm like, eh. Cool and all, sure big damage and game breaking character, but don't really care much for them. Don't get me wrong, alright character, alright gameplay, I guess, but it's not really enough for me to be like, yeah, I know this character. Hell, I've been fine with the free characters this whole time.
I thought I was done for. Oh, this spout should be good now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I start burning alive. So I know, like, my characters, since they're not of Nalan, they'll kind of get, like, burnt up in here, I think. Or at least normally, yeah, like, right here. However, Chaska, I believe, is just fine. Yep. All my other characters, not fine. Not even the Traveler. I think maybe the Traveler would be at least, but maybe not unless they're Pyro. But if even the Pyro Traveler is not like that, then Hoyoverse might need to rethink their designs just a little bit.
Take me up.
wonder how far up I could go. Dude, oh, dude, you could just forget about climbing with this. That is crazy.
This is crazy. I put all of my strength into it, but it just won't break. Maybe Inkanak was right after all. If a stable structure is formed inside the solid phlogiston, I'll need to hit all the weak spots at the same time to break it. But how am I supposed to do that?
See. Leave it to the crazy character. Maybe I could. Nice! I don't even. Yeah. Forget 5 stars. I don't need them. I'm burning though. Though, however, I know if you take possession of the Kukasaurs, you won't burn to death then. It's still kind of silly that you can't just, have Pyro Traveler and then do that. If Pyro Traveler can even do that once they become a thing.
Give me your opinions.
Yeah. Dude, I was able to fucking clear that with just Chaska. I was like, let me see how ridiculous this character is.
I already know from the fucking character trial. I just didn't see shit in the fucking story.
Oh my. Dude, that did quite the sizable damage. There, I did it. I didn't need to use Chaska. What is ridiculous though, if I stand like right here, or just somewhere within the vicinity, I see I'll start burning it up to death, losing HP. But Chaska though, she could withstand it.
Of course, she's a 5-star privilege. Remember now.
However, I know the Kukasaurs, if you take possession of them, you'll be fine, but I wonder if these guys are fine. Will you be fine? No, they're not fine. So only the Kukasaurs
They're not
can...
5 stars. Look, see, they're not 5 stars. They don't get the resistant. Chaska, oh.
No, yes, see, watch this. These guys can resist it though.
Damn, they're just giving that away for free. They should charge you to do that.
I'm trying to like stop flying, but there's no way to stop flying. I just have to slowly drift downwards. But yeah, no, if I... Yeah, that'd be the proper word, yes. Yeah, no, if I like go in here with the bird, I'll be fine. Yeah, see? So either use Chaska and or take possession over these birds. Do this.
Oh, are you here to help? Thank goodness. There's no way I could do all this by myself. So the blockage here has to be cleared using a special bomb. But carrying explosives up that steep slope would be a recipe for disaster. If I dropped it or slipped and fell, I'd be blown to bits in an instant.
Jesus.
So my plan was to transport the bomb to the other side, then send it over in a hot air balloon.
But yeah, no, it was like clear with these clearances I was doing on like these geysers or whatever. Phlogistons. It's like, oh yeah, clearly it could be done in all one fell swoop with Chaska. Like, you know what? Nah. Let's see if Kai can hit all these weak points at once, and yeah, he was able to.
All I need now is for someone else to strike the balloon at the right moment, dropping the payload right on top of the spout, and problem solved.
Strike the balloon at the right moment, dropping the payload right on top of the spout.
What do you think? Simple enough, right?
I think I can handle that, yeah. Is that hot air balloon up there yours too?
Huh? Oh, that one. No, I've got no idea who that belongs to. Or how they got it up so high. I just wish I could fly up there and check out what kind of tech they're using. Ah, well. Getting the trial arena back in order is more important. I'll head over and set up now. Let me know when you're ready.
But yeah, I got decaf coffee because I didn't know what else to drink other than water right here.
You gotta... Did you say coffee?
Yeah, decaf coffee because it's the Folgers.
I heard you say that.
Teabag looking things.
I got that cup.
Yeah, I got the cup coffee.
No, you said decaf. Actually, I have some of those that I used to use them, but there's just some old ones that I'm not using now because I've been using the carry. It's not fun enough, so I just have old Folgers bags now of coffee. Tea bags, so maybe the same ones you're talking about.
Close.
I know, I already said that.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
I'm distracted.
Get ready!
Well, I'm trying to focus on this thing here for a second.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, princess. No. I need to hit this thing when it's like above. I assume that, yeah. So, right about there.
No, apologies. I AFK for like nearly half an hour.
Being replenished. Looks like all the spouts have
Queen's
been
talking.
unblocked. Let's head back up.
No, I'm joking. But what's going on? You said you ran into some trouble with the officers.
The law. Are you talking to me or someone in the game? Past
You.
tense.
We were trying to talk about what was happening. He's like, yeah, the police came by. They're like, yo, what up? I'm joking. I don't know what
No,
you were gonna
I'm
say.
saying you said you have those Folgers bags that are like tea bags. I have
Yeah.
the same ones you're talking about. I used to use them, but I haven't really used them, some of them since.
Wow.
I started using
Took care of
Keurigs,
everything
or
in no
me,
time at
mainly.
all. Incredible
So there's
work.
just some old ones sitting around in the house now.
Now we just
Yeah.
have to wait until the gaseous
Folgers
logistics
These are like
fully
decaf
replenished.
ones, I guess, but
Then we can kick
yeah.
off the retrials.
Oh god, I've never got decaf ones.
yeah, that's like because I was like, you know what, the coffee pot is already prepared with hot water, and albeit that my dad did find some Keurig pods. I don't know how old they are, whether they're potent or not.
Probably not. They're probably not within date anymore. So-
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. If it's from that little fucking box or whatever that had a bunch of pods in them, that came with the Keurig when I got it from the fucking high school
I
upgrade.
don't know, that's like
That's in
at least a
2022.
year, probably expired by now.
Yeah, because I don't know how long those Keurig pods last for before, well, upon being made and put into as they are.
The ones I got very recently, they're Kroger's store brand. They expire in 2026, but other ones seem to expire around like somewhere in 2025.
Yeah. So those
So
ones most
at-
likely
at
are expired.
most a year, maybe a year and a half.
Because I got that Keurig thing with those pods in 2022.
And so they're very possibly expired by now. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Oren was like, "Oh yeah, here I'll show you where they're at," and for some reason he just knew exactly where they're at. And like Hammer's Grocery, he's like, "Funny, I always don't remember." But then again, I used to work here years ago because it's like, well, yeah, both me and Oren used to work at Hammer's. Oren ended up quitting for his because well, he like moved out of town or something like that. But all that fun stuff.
Actually, Inkanek, I'd like to do a test flight first, just to make sure I'm not
Inkanek.
missing anything. Could you arrange that for me?
That's this person's name.
I know that's their name.
Only
Is
just
like
finished getting the
weird name.
arena ready. There could still be other hazards we're unaware of.
All the more reason to have me test it out. Think of it as another inspection.
Why did I hear like a
Think
motor?
of
What was that?
I guess you're right.
in your
With
bathroom.
your flying skills, you
Come
won't
from
be in any
headphones.
serious danger, even if there are hazards.
Might have been
in
just a
your
weird
life.
sound in the game then that I heard.
Conditions in this area seem
I
a
don't know,
little
will never
unstable.
be like a
But a
motor
test flight
kind of
is the only
vehicle
way to catch any lingering
in this
issues.
game.
All right, I'll get things set up for you. Just let me know when you're ready.
Alright, do a barrel roll.
Are you ready? This should be a piece of
Yeah, you
cake
hear
for
that?
Chaska. But still, try to be careful.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
All right, then spread your wings
I'm like
and
almost thinking it's in my game, but I guess it's not.
Yeah, I could use Chaska, but I don't think I'm using her. I'm using the Kukasaur. Because basically she essentially has the ability of these birds, kind of. It's like, oh yeah, you don't even need to use this. You could just use like this character that does it for you. And they can do it outside of Natlan, but it's nerfed outside of Natlan, and then they suck. It's like, dude, what's the point then? Sure, the power creep will be real in Natlan, but as soon as it reaches outside of it, and or dare I say, Spiral Biz, I'm sure that the damage would still be good, but the shortened time of the ability doesn't seem all that great. It's like hell. As much as I don't like saying this though, but even Nahida's like ability, like the freaking domain expansion she does, was like last longer. Where am I going? This, yeah, this way.
That was amazing. Paimon couldn't take her eyes off you.
What do you mean? It was a bird.
No, nothing major. Give it a few days, and we should be able to conduct the trials.
Is that the sound of the dragon? What the fuck's going on?
Help me!
Yeah, I'm like hearing this more clear now. It sounds like, like a diesel truck on.
You've got to help us.
Uh-oh.
Catch your breath first.
You have to help
What's
us.
the situation?
What's that freaking Fontaine merchant looks like?
We got attacked by a Kukasaur. My friends are still stranded in the middle of the road with the goods we were transporting. Please, I'm begging you, save them.
Huh? Are Kukusaurs really that aggressive? Do they usually attack groups of people and provoke?
Not in my experience, but there are exceptions to every rule. Let's go check it out.
Interesting. Alright. Show us the way. As they say.
I've never seen such an aggressive Kukusaur.
Is this Alpa?
Tasca? Traveler? This is a surprise.
Elder Alpa? Huh. So, where's this aggressive Kukusaur we've heard about?
Already flew away. Looks like it backed off once it realized that reinforcements were coming.
So why do you think it attacked these people in the first place? Was it after the food?
My suspicion, that weird hot air balloon that's just high up in the sky.
No. These merchants are even transporting food.
Ah, thank goodness. The phlogiston wings are intact.
Phlogiston wings.
Thank you so much for coming to our rescue. These phlogiston wings are our most prized goods. If anything happened to them, it would ruin us.
Wait a minute. Are you the merchants that were looking to collaborate with us? Wormy told me about you.
Yeah, that's us. So I take it you're Elder Alpa?
I am. You must be exhausted from your journey. Not to mention shaking up from the attack. Let me bring you back to our tribe to rest. We can talk business after you've recovered.
Yeah, it's like something about the voice sounds so monotone, kind of.
Like, a little, like, off sounding, yes.
Yeah, it's mostly the mic, though. The mic sounds like a little bit different than Chaska's voice, the mic quality, but,
Just using a Blue Yeti as a pop filter. Good to go.
Nah, dude. You gotta have, like, a studio, like freaking the voice actor Makoto from Reload has.
That's like a fucking, like, 40K setup. I guarantee with all that foam padding and everything and the mic setup.
Yeah, like that one. You know what I'm talking about? When he was like voicing in that one room with like his voice director, and he kept like fucking making jokes, being like "wakey, wakey." Like we're not doing that. It's like what? Come on.
If you want a voice booth like that, it's like 5 figures typically.
Yeah, especially with like all that that weird gadget that they're messing with on the other end from the voice director doing stuff.
Yeah, it's like there's a name for that. It's like a fucking audio, like, thing.
But Elder
Board,
Alba,
something like that.
what about the Kukasaur
Mixer, I
attack?
think it's called.
Well,
Audio
our
mixer.
guests here weren't seriously injured, and their goods are intact. Perhaps that Kukasaur was just having a bad day. There are so many of them around here. You'd expect something like this every once in a while. I don't think we need to pursue it any further. More importantly, how are the preparations for the flying trials going? Is everything in order over at the arena?
The trials will be able to start very soon.
Did you say flying trials? What a coincidence! Sounds like a perfect use case for our phlogiston wings. You'll be pleasantly surprised by what they can do.
Oh, really? Now I'm intrigued.
Well then, let's forget all about this Kukasaur attack for now. We have some serious business to discuss.
Yeah, judging by his attire, I could tell he's like a Fontanian. It's like a box.
So that's it? That all went smoother than expected. Well, guess we'd better get going. Huh?
There's something there. Looking at. It's a feather.
Bloodstained feather.
The incident is forgotten about. The piece returns to the Flower Feather Clan. The next few days are uneventful except for the flying trial preparations. But then everything goes to... Oh. That was pretty quick.
The Flower Feather Clan should be about ready to hold the new flying trials by now. Let's go check it out.
Oh, dude, welcome to the Wild West. Yeah, no, this should be the real stuff right here. That'll probably last 2 hours long if I activate this quest now. Because as typical...
11 o'clock my time.
Oh shit, yeah. I'm like debating if I want to start it now or hold it off until tomorrow after work. Since it's only one thing left to do, it'll just be like 2 hours of my time tomorrow. Most likely.
Ever since you pointed that out and you like said that now, just every time they make a noise, it just sounds like it's a motorcycle.
Oh, it's these fuckers. Alright. Yeah, this western music going on. Rev that engine.
Yeah, Camaro.
Come on, rev that shit up. I can strike them, but it does nothing to them because they're big.
It literally just sounds like they recorded like a chainsaw or something.
You know, you never know. They probably did because some game developers straight up do that stuff sometimes, and then like mix it up to be this different sound.
Just edit the fuck out of it and down mix it and stuff to make it sound like kind of like a beast, but not really.
Solid phlogiston in flying area. Special form of solid phlogiston within flying zones within some sort of stable structure is contained, which makes it difficult to remove. However, if you can attack its structural weak point simultaneously, it may just collapse. And I like how they show using Chaska here. Yeah, there's like all these weak points on this one. I was like, oh yeah, they're kind of far apart. But then I just kind of walked up at like the right angle and just did this. Since, as you know, Kaya's like ice like kind of spurts out at like a range in front of him, and that was just wide enough and far enough to get them all. But yeah, no, if I start this now, I'm probably gonna be here for like another 2 hours or something, which I don't mind because I've been enjoying this, but I don't want to take up too much time on this and try to see if I can just get caught back up to where I was on my PS5 playthrough with Persona 5. Most likely it involves me just skipping dialogue up until, I guess, the Yakushima trip thing in the story. But yeah. What do you think?
Chesk is yet another character, or there's something about him, or I just not really a huge fan of him for whatever reason.
Oh yeah, I can make 20 dishes. Here, let me do that right now. I remember pulling this out, and then Orin being like, what the fuck was that you just did? I'm like, oh, I'm just cooking. It's like, no, what the fuck is that? Because he's just so baffled at just me pulling out a cooking pot out of nowhere in this game, I guess. I'm just like, oh, well, yeah, you can craft these stoves and make stuff on a whim. Most people don't even know about this fucking item, though. This craftable item. With a portable stovetop.
Yeah, I just don't remember what you said, what you have to do to even get it in the first place.
I believe it's a reputation, like, level thing in Leeway.
I never do that stuff, so that's why I don't have it.
Yep, I get all the nice stuff, you guys. Nope, back off. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
It's just, there's a lot of stuff in Genshin right now that I just don't really mess with usually.
Hypothetically, you could blow through it really quick if you just, do what like one of our friend does and just, skip the dialogue while watching like another video or something.
Let's see. I don't want to do that. I want to take it in because I haven't seen Leeway story in like the longest time.
Well,
Simmons as well.
You already passed Leeway on that account. You're doing like Inazuma's right now.
Well, not leeway, I meant to say Inazuma, mainly, I guess, yeah. That's what I meant. I forgot I did the leeway shit, like, a little while ago by now.
Oh, yeah, I already did it. But yeah, let's just get the thing done here to add up to the weekly thingy. Oh, yeah, I like how there's a challenge here for like the Battle Pass stuff to win 2 Genius Invocation TCG guest challenges, quad mode, Datch Datch, but no, match made duels or arena of champion duels. So 2 of them being online related and going against other players. The TCG guest challenges is like, I believe it's like inviting like the characters in the game, like, you know, like for example, if you want Amber's character's card in TCG, Invocation TCG, you have to invite Amber with like an invitation letter and then go against her and win against her. Kind of surprised they even added Amber. I was like, hey, this could be the go-to card.
Yep. Shit. Fuck my card. I was talking about that noise inherently, but I guess I better to listen to that, but let's...
But yeah, no. I think I'll go ahead and save this though for later, because, you know, this could take a bit, potentially.
Monopolize the rest of your day, kind of.
Yeah, at least up until like 9 or something like that, my time. If I were to surmise.
And for me, it'll be like 1.
But yeah, that'll be enough for now.